The following program is hosted by immature, irreverent, obnoxious, and often disgusting young men. Listener discretion is advised.
This time on Nude Clan, we review the box office success, Sonic the Hedgehog. Biggest box office release in, like, for a video game movie, right? Isn't that what you were saying, Craig? Like the first few days or something, weekend?
Oh, yeah. It's bigger than Detective Pikachu, and, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. So, let's get into it.
Shall we play a game?
You've got several things to do. You've got work, kids in school. What do you do when it's all over?
How do you hand something from one player to another?
Dark soul glide. So turn on the TV, pick up the controller and play some games with the Nude Clan.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Nude Clan, the video game podcast that brings you all the best in video game movie reviews. I am your host, Caleb Schweiss.
Caleb Craig.
Cameron.
Zach.
And today, guys, we are going to be reviewing Sonic the Hedgehog, the movie. We just barely got off of it a couple hours ago, and it's fresh in our minds. Zach's seen it twice.
Yeah.
I had my nibs, I had my monster, had my big old bowl of popcorn that I barely touched.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that Craig had cut a hole in the bottom of his popcorn and we were sharing.
That's
Yeah.
right,
So
Yeah,
Softened that stick of butter for me.
yeah. That's the joke that I came up with a while ago. Like, you just say, hey, dude, I guess they left a stick of butter in the bottom of this thing. Can you mind like kneading it till it gets soft? And
So yeah, I got some of my the ice cream dibs, right, and then a bag of Takis and eating those together. Good shit.
yeah,
Have you ever had spicy chips and ice cream before at the same time? You should try it.
I've had ice cream that had habanero bits in it.
that sounds
good.
There you
interesting.
go. No, it's tasty.
It was like a
Surprised,
habanero
actually.
that was like cut up, and they dipped the bits into chocolate, like dark chocolate, and then it was in chocolate ice cream, and so it had like it was like cold, but then you get like the burn of the habanero, so it was like an icy hot.
And then
in your
the
mouth.
sugar
It's
and
fucking awesome.
sugar and ice cream helps the burn in your mouth too.
Yeah.
So
Did you, whenever
Mitigate
you
it.
spoke, were you speaking in Shaquille O'Neal's voice because of the icy hot?
I was not, unfortunately.
make you cozy. That's terrible, Shaq. So yeah, that's where we're at for the week, and excited to get into that. But before we do, Caleb Craig, what have you been playing this week?
Oh, let's see. I played a game with Cam called Hunt Showdown, which was an interesting kind of game. It's got a really big map where you try to find clues to hunt down a specific monster, and you have to compete with other people in order to get the monster and then get out.
yeah,
You can kill the other hunters and stuff too, or just try to sneak out after you grab the stuff from
It was
killing
like
the monster.
35.
See, I could see this game mode just being fucking Craig over being so much fun,
Yeah.
and Craig just never wanting to play anymore.
Correct.
Because
He bowed out early because this is so the game
I didn't bow out early. We played it for 2 hours.
bowed out early. Well, yeah. So
Great.
it's definitely a slower, methodical game where you are looking for clues. But you're always looking for danger from other hunters, and there's zombies on the map always trying to attack you. Different levels of danger from the zombies. And then you have to fight the monster. But the whole time you're fighting the monster, which is harder to kill, you always have to be aware that other people are hunting your same monster, and they're either A, going to jump you while you're fighting as you're distracted, or B, wait for you to kill it, and then they kill you because you did the work. Or once you pick up the bounty after banishing the monster, people know where you are on the map because it'll tell them where you are because you just picked up the bounty. And they'll either ambush you on your way back to the extraction or ambush you at the extraction. So this whole time you're playing, you are always have to be on the lookout for danger 100% of the time. And the weapons you're playing with are like, Civil War and not Civil War.
World War one.
No, yeah, Civil War type weapons. It's Civil War type weapons for sure.
Yeah, but
because
they're
you have
a little further ahead of that.
It's very slow firing weapons. It's handguns that are slow firing. It's single shot or bolt action rifles, or even like repeater carbines.
So
that do
Red
different
Dead
methods of damage.
Redemption style, then,
pretty much.
Kind of in
like
between.
not as modern, just slightly less modern than Red Dead Redemption.
Okay.
And then your character progresses along. You can have they can learn different skills, like different things, traits that they'll pick up. Like if you find a clue, you get a health boost and stuff like that. But as you're playing, if your hunter dies, your hunter's dead. You have to hire a new one, and all the traits that you had spent and invested into that hunter are gone. And you have to buy them new weapons, new whatever materials that they'll need and stuff for them to go out and be your new hunter. And the whole goal of it is to get your hunter up to a high enough level to where you can retire them, and you have to, you get a trophy for retiring a certain amount of hunters. But if they die, they're dead.
See, to me,
Still
it's
retired.
yeah.
It's retired in a different way.
To me, it seems like a game like.
It's like it's. Have you looked at anything from Escape from Tarkov or something like that?
No.
Well, it's a slower game that's more about skill and placing putting well-placed shots out than it is about just like COD, where it's just like fast food of gaming, where you're playing, trying to get as many kills as possible. This one's slower, more methodical. You have to think about what you're doing, or else you're just going to die.
See, to me, it seems like it would suffer the same fate as like a Friday the 13th.
Yeah,
or
it's probably gonna. It just barely came out on the
Dead by
PS4.
Daylight.
People who have consoles now who didn't have a computer good enough to run it are now going to be playing it. So I think it has maybe a year before its player base is very low.
Yeah, they're gonna need to add like more creatures and stuff to hunt, because
Or
as
just
far
new
as
maps.
targets, they only have like 3, and Cam and I have already hunted like all of them. So
Yeah, but we only have the bounty for one of them that we got out with.
that's true.
Do they make it
we did get fucked by
like
the
a
other
more
guys.
co-op mode than just you two? Because it could be cool to have like
You could
multiple
have-
rosters and, like, have like teams
Didn't you
up.
say there's like
So
a
you
3-player
can have
one?
so you can play it to where you have teams of 3 rather than teams of 2, and so 3 of us could go out. Then it does have a single player mode, a quick play mode, where you spawn as a hunter who's damned, and you have to find the wellspring energy to clear your damnedness, I guess. Once you find enough clues, pull the wellspring energy onto you. All the other people who are playing with you know exactly who you are, because they want that, to save their character. So it's like King of the Hill, but once you're dead, you're dead.
yeah.
And then if you have the energy when the time runs out, or you're the last one standing, then you win, and that hunter is someone you can buy for cheap later or hire for cheap.
Okay.
And so it's a good way to get new characters to play.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Definitely fun to stream.
It's definitely a more technical game that you might be a fan of if you like that type of thing.
Yeah. Usually do. All right. That was Craig, right?
Yeah.
Well, and then
And
For
you.
Honor and Call of Duty.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah. So
yeah. Craig, dude. Our performance in COD the other day was not great.
Oh, I know. The
Yours
fucking
was
tournaments.
especially bad, but I was also not great. There were a few rounds where like I would have like 5 kills and you'd have none, but I'd also have like 8 or 9 deaths.
I
And we
never
would
had
just
none.
lose.
The lowest I had was 2.
We went really good on gunfight, Craig and I.
yeah.
But now there's like a tournament mode of gunfight, and we suck now. Suddenly we're just
he needs
terrible.
to play the that in reinforcement game mode. It was a lot of fun.
Reinforcement was actually a lot of fun.
Yeah,
and I bitched about
Reinforcement's
it last
sweet.
night.
But see, when I play COD, I'll go from having like a match where I have 11.0 KD, or I'll go to having like a 0.5 KD. It's
Oh,
either
man.
back and
The
forth.
fucking guns they kept giving us for
I
those
hate
matches
how
were shitty,
how
too.
much
Yeah.
maps affect me of how well I play.
Yeah.
What time of day it is too.
Yeah,
Time of the
The
month
time
as
of
well.
fucking night maps.
Yeah, I hate night maps. I hate that shit.
I mean,
So,
I like
I don't mind the
certain
night
weapons,
maps,
but the
but-
weapon I was using on a night map, I just couldn't do it very well.
I feel like they only have 3 or 4 night maps instead of just making nighttime on all the maps, and so you end up playing the same ones, and so it gets really boring.
I like
really
hardcore
quick.
night maps. Those are kind of fun because you get a lot of kills.
I hate hardcore. I hate it. I dislike playing hardcore. I just do.
I like that. I like that hardcore mosh pit we had on Rust. That was fucking
I like
nuts.
realism.
He wasn't there
mosh
when
pit.
we were playing that.
Oh, dude,
I
it
like
was
realism,
ridiculous.
the game mode realism, more than I like hardcore.
Yeah.
But why? Why do you like
Because it makes it to where skill and accuracy pays off more than it does in hardcore, where you have to get headshots in order to experience the hardcore how quickly people can die. But if you're getting body shots, you don't get rewarded for it. Yeah, you can get a kill,
Oh, I'm sorry for shooting.
but
someone in the ass.
accuracy is rewarded more in realism than it is in hardcore. Hardcore is just fucking.
No, it's
you're making a fast fucking shooter game even faster, and it's stupid.
You're just mad you can't 360 no scope on hardcore because you get shot in the balls.
Yeah, but and then you guys were like, I'm like, hey, can we play a different game? And, oh, we're playing hardcore. You should love it. I'm like, yeah, I'm on the top of the fucking leaderboard, but it doesn't mean I enjoy it. It's the fast food of fast food.
It's double XP, man.
Yeah, but here's what
you want to
Craig was-
level
yeah,
up your fucking weapons quickly. You
Craig
play
was
on
saying.
fucking
You can do the same
hardcore.
thing in realism.
It's
No, you
fast-
can't.
it's
And we
faster
never
than-
play realism anymore. We always play hardcore.
Because realism
liked
sucks
realism.
ass.
No, I liked
I love
it too.
it.
I'll
See,
tell
see,
I liked
you.
it too.
How come you can say, "Oh, Cameron, you got to just play hardcore," and then you can't, and then I can't say, "Let's just play some
Because
realism."
realism is the cheap version of hardcore.
No, it's not. It's,
yes,
it's,
it is.
It's more skill-based hardcore.
It's skill-based hardcore.
I'm gonna kind of agree
somebody
with
got a
Cameron 'cause I
lucky
shot someone
shot in the head, so it's going to do double
Listen,
damage.
I actually-
Whereas like hardcore is like, hey, if you fucking get a kill streak of 30 in hardcore, then you're a fucking beast because you didn't get hit.
Listen, I shot someone in the knee and they died.
And then
I'm
the
just gonna
reason
say
why I
kind
dislike
of
hardcore even more is it's more people camping in corners. It's because if you go run out in the middle of something, you're going to fucking die. You can't flank as easily. You can't do cool plays
That's
because
true.
everyone's
You do
fucking
need-
camping in corners with
you do
shotguns.
need a good
It
map.
takes the skill out of it. And that's why I like realism, because you get a mix of hardcore versus having being able to make cool plays.
Yeah, that's fair. I like the hardcore on Rust. But Rust is, I mean, you can camp, but a lot of people don't.
Yeah. I mean, there are places to camp in Rust, but it's yet too small to really do it. So
Yeah.
hardcore Rust and a few hardcore matches are fine, but it just waters down the gameplay to me.
Oh, what was that map we played on Gun Game that was like super close?
Shipment?
No, it wasn't shit.
It was
Shipment
the one
that
in-
one where
in-
like the fountain in the
Yeah.
middle.
Oh
the
yeah,
fountain.
That'd be
that-
fun on
yeah.
hardcore with just like
The
the crew.
atrium?
I think it'd
Yeah.
be hilarious. It'd be fucking hilarious.
Yeah. I don't know. I usually like regular game modes more though. I like regular team deathmatch, regular free for all.
Yeah,
Generally more.
and because that also rewards better accuracy too, because headshots are going to kill someone much faster.
Yeah.
And then especially when I was playing with the EBR, it's a gun that rewards high skill gameplay, because if you get headshots, it's instant death. But if you don't, then you have to have a follow up shot, and if you're not careful, you will be dead before you can do a follow up shot.
Yeah.
But that's all
EBR
fucking
can shoot
gone.
pretty quickly.
That's all fucking gone in hardcore, because anywhere you shoot them is going to be a death. But then they could have a fucking submachine gun and be a whole block away and still kill you, because all they have to do is hit you with 1 or 2 bullets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so hardcore favors
So it's hardcore.
the
You gotta
run
be
and
careful.
gun and
That's what
camping
Call of Duty is.
already. So why make a mode that's even more Call of Duty than Call of Duty?
Because that's what Call of
Because
Duty does.
that's
They
what Call
recycle
of
their
Duty
games
is.
out. Yeah, the whole time.
I don't want to have a whole night of playing hardcore.
I think this is one of the best COD games we've had in a long
It is.
time.
It's a great COD game. Yeah.
I just need a few more game modes to get added.
Yeah.
Fucking,
But the
drop on-
Sticks
reinforcement
and
game
stones.
mode's a lot of fun. I just wish we
Yeah.
didn't only play night mode reinforcement.
Oh, they can
Agreed.
do
But you'd
sticks
like
and
it.
stones now.
You
that
would
they got a
really like it.
crossbow.
Yeah, Sticks and
Yeah.
Stones would be great. I love playing
Ooh,
Sticks
maybe
and
that.
Stones.
Ooh, oh, dude, sticks and stones.
Yeah, I'd like one. That's my least favorite one from that game.
Anyways,
I used to like playing
is that
it,
all?
like, in,
Is that all you
LAN
played?
parties.
Yes.
Okay, so I played COD, of course. I played Hunt Showdown. I played some Doom. Did I play anything else? I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. Yeah, what'd you play?
I played Call of Duty, and just Fire Emblem Three Houses. I've sunk so much fucking time this weekend at Fire Emblem Three Houses.
It's a good game.
I probably put 15 hours into it this week.
Nice. I played a shit ton of Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I got my gold on my MP5.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
So
I have
that-
my second gold on my EVR now.
Nice. I've got 2 with P90 and then MP5. Those are both gold.
I kind of want to do a gold Desert Eagle now.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to have a gold Desert Eagle.
Though it's pretty classy.
Yeah.
I also played a bunch of Metal Gear Solid 3 this week.
out with this fucking Desert
Wait,
Eagle.
what? Sorry.
A ton of Metal Gear Solid 3.
Oh, nice.
I'm still trying to go through all of those games, so I'm going to do 3, and then it's the one on PSP. For some reason, I'm drawing a blank. Something Ops or some shit, I can't remember. And then Peace Walker, and then 5's games, and then the originals, and then Metal Gear Solid, and then Solid 2, and then Revengeance. So I'm trying to do it all in chronological order as opposed to release order. And 3 is the earliest game because it's like 1968 or something like that. It's pretty sweet. I really enjoy it still. There's a lot of really cool trophies in the game. I was going to try to platinum it, but I wanted to experience it, naturally first. Kind of regret that because I could still do that and not have to worry about the Portable Ops, that's one. I did not have to worry about the fucking going back through and getting the trophies, but it's a pretty fast game, and I'll have most of the collectibles this run through anyway, so it's not like it's going to matter. The hardest thing is going to be playing it and not killing anybody, including bosses, which is interesting because one of the bosses explodes after you beat him, so I don't know how that's going to work. But they have like a stamina bar, and once that drops to 0, they basically get knocked out if you tranquilize them a bunch, or you can just shoot them and then they just die.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to have to play it again to 100% the game, but it's pretty fast, so I look forward to finishing it up. It's pretty good, though. It's one of my favorite games that I've ever played, and it's nice going back through with it HD upgraded a little bit. The only thing that's the downside, though, is that the PS2 version that I have is I think it's Subsidence or Subsistence. I can't remember what long S word it is, but it's got like the main game, and then it's just a bunch of VR missions.
Yeah.
Where it's like you training, and it'll give you like certain objectives, and you'll have like a group of dudes walking around, and you'll have to like avoid all of them or like do something. There's a bunch of different ways to get to the end goal, and it's kind of a way to get really good at the game and like practice certain situations. And that game, my PS2 version has all of those missions, but the PS3 HD version does not, so that's kind of disappointing.
Right.
But that's pretty much it for me this week.
Okay.
So the real question, guys, has anyone beaten a game this week?
Nope.
Yes.
Whoa.
I beat Dune 2016.
Oh, man.
Wow. Did you started it and finished it this week?
I started it last week.
Oh, you kept it secret.
No, I wasn't being secret about it. I mean, I think didn't I say on the podcast I wanted to play it before, and to get hyped up for Doom Eternal.
You did say
Like
that.
weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah. So I downloaded it and played it and beat it.
Nice.
Wow. All right, cool. Doom. Great game.
It's excellent game.
Still,
Even this second playthrough, I feel like I am much better this playthrough too. I don't even know why. I guess maybe it's the first playthrough I didn't really put that much time into the super shotgun, and I've been mainly using that this time around, and it fucking melts through enemies. Melts through them. And I didn't even know it the first playthrough. So
it still holds up, huh? That's good.
Yeah. So even after you get to the mastery for it, where you can shoot 2 times before having to reload, and so it's just like before you were shooting both barrels, but now you're shooting 1 barrel at a time. But I guess each shot is just as powerful as shooting both barrels before. I'm just trying to think through that logically.
Yeah. Good luck.
But it like if you get right up to them and just like do strafe in circles around even like the big old fat demons and Barons of Hell, usually just shoot them 4 times, they're dead.
Nice.
Yeah, and then the fight that for me that was the hardest before was when you have to go get the key, the crucible, in those like fucking crab robot things come out of there to fight you. That was the hardest fight for me. I get on my first playthrough when we first played it in 2016. No, I only had to restart that like 4 times this time, and one of them is because my monitor goes out every now and then.
Yeah, I love that game. The soundtrack is so fucking sweet,
dude. And then
God.
when the fucking BFG Division song finally kicked in,
yeah, man,
dude, it's so fucking.
The
good.
fact that you have boss music is great too.
Yeah,
like you're the boss.
And it's like, yeah, there's boss music, but it's always playing around me. I guess I'm the boss.
Yeah, and it's so fucking bitchin' because the game is just jerking off itself so all the time. It's
I can't wait till Doom Eternal, dude.
Hyped, fucking hyped.
Yeah.
You come across all these things where it's like you are the demon's antichrist, basically, and they're like afraid of you and the wrath that you brought down.
There's fucking statues of you in hell.
Yeah,
you are so terrible that they had to make a statue of you.
They're fucking terrified
they have their
of you.
own like version of you too that they send to hunt you down in Doom Eternal.
Ooh.
It's gonna be
Really?
awesome. Yeah.
Dude, the fact that you're killing angels too, those angels look fucking sweet. Like the designs look so damn good, dude.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
my nipples are hard talking about.
I think the evil you is called the Marauder, and he's got like a laser demon axe. And he's wearing armor that's similar to yours, but he's like an
Scott.
actual demon, and it looks pretty fucking sweet.
nice. Have you guys pre-ordered it yet?
No.
No, I need to.
No, Craig.
I haven't
I'm
pre-ordered
not
it.
gonna support GameStop. Are you kidding me?
You can pre-order it on Amazon.
Yeah, you can.
I'm not gonna support Amazon. Are you kidding me?
Don't be gay.
Fuck Jeff Bezos.
I can go get it at Walmart day for $10 cheaper.
Oh yeah, go get it at Walmart.
Yeah,
It's
but I'm
like,
not saying I'm not doing it
I
from
mean, you
Amazon because I
could.
don't like Jeff
Amazon
Bezos. I'm saying I'm
sells
doing it
new
because
games for
Walmart
$10
sells
cheaper.
them $10 cheaper, and I'm cheap.
oh, do they really?
Yeah, most of the other games they ever $10 cheaper than everywhere else.
Yep.
Oh, it's too late for that.
You can also pre-order it from Walmart. So
I've got Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I just pre-ordered the Resident Evil 3 Remake.
Oh, I need to do that.
Those
I
are
need to
the
do
two.
Resident Evil 3. That's what I need to do.
Does Doom Eternal have a cool geek?
Let's find out.
Geek collection that they're doing.
It did, but I don't think they had any available last time I
Let's
checked.
check.
Because I suddenly wanted the helmet like really badly
Right.
because you could wear it, and I'm like, dude, I
I
want to have sex with the helmet on and like have the
Bethesda did the
E1M1
same
playing.
thing
This is the way.
Did the same thing for Fallout 76, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
they still had some of those boxes at GameStop last time I was there.
really,
Like the helmet, yeah.
fuck.
Looks like the one in American Fork had one. They had a box anyway. Let's see if they have a collector's edition.
I would smash with that and get the wife
Oh,
to
yeah,
wear
here you
a
go.
cacademon outfit.
Cacademon.
Yeah,
That helmet's
I should just
boss.
make
look
my
at
own.
that. Isn't that
I
fucking
should- I
sweet?
Yeah,
should
that's fucking dope, dude.
Just make my own fucking.
Yeah, you could
Doomslayer
probably
helmet.
buy one for cheap too. My buddy's got a 3D printer. It's painting yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so fucking 3D print the basic frame for the helmet and stuff, and then like tailor some motorcycle helmet padding on the inside. I'd wanted to have a real HUD though, and I need to figure out how to do that.
$200, bro.
That's not bad.
And it's not, but 0 items are available, so you can't pre-order it anymore.
Rip and tear until it's done. That would be fucking sweet.
No, basically, I want to make like a Doomslayer helmet or even like a helmet from Halo, but make it like a motorcycle helmet. So you
Okay.
can just
I've seen the Halo.
Here's the Marauder.
nice. That's cool. He looks badass.
It's got an axe and a shotgun.
This game's gonna be fucking dope, and I heard it's longer than Doom 2016.
Good, because
That was my biggest complaint. I felt it was too short.
right.
It's a pretty long shooter, though. I mean, honestly.
I could have like easily
It
done
was
another,
like,
6
what,
hours.
12
of that fucking
hours?
game.
Yeah, it's kind of. Well, it's like 12 to 6. I think it's like more like 15. 16 hours. Yeah, I think so.
I don't think my playthrough was that long.
I just wanted more. I loved it. It was so
Yeah,
fun.
no, I agree. Yeah, it's.
I hope they keep doing stuff like those Rift challenges or whatever they were.
Oh
what
yeah,
they
yeah.
were
We can get
called.
like extra like the shit. Yeah.
Where you can unlock like special abilities doing them. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fucking sweet.
I'm sure they'll have something like that. I just think it's such a metal game. It's so fucking cool.
And they're gonna have like
Incarnate, really.
they're gonna have like
Yeah.
Doom 2 original maps you can go to.
Oh
and
yeah,
find.
yes.
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
Now, are they gonna do? So if they do like a third one, is it gonna be more like an original game, or do you think they're gonna go the same way with like they did the original Doom 3?
The original Doom maps that you find in Doom 2016, they're sick, but they fucking fuck with my eyes and my mind. Like it hurts.
Don't forget the streets you came off of, Cameron.
Yeah.
Yeah. We all played Doom back in the day, right? Like as
I didn't
kids.
play
and
it back
you
in the
and
day.
Cam
I played
for
it
the show,
more.
too.
I played it more. I put more modern times, but yeah.
Yeah, I think I played it when I was
Back
around,
when my friend Ryan would mod it. So
I was like 10 and 11 when I started playing Doom. It was really
no,
cool.
I didn't play Doom back then.
I really liked the what's the samurai version of Doom? It's like that ripoff that you
Shadow Warrior.
Shadow Warrior. was
Shadow
really
Warrior
cool,
is
too.
fucking awesome, and I highly recommend the remake that they did.
Yeah, I liked Shadow
It's
Warrior.
so
as well.
fucking awesome. There was a part that I think I tweeted it out where it was like it was one of the original like Doom level type things, but from the original Shadow Warrior. I like opened up a thing and like there's just a chick bathing in the hot springs, but it was like the 2D 3D thing from like the old game, and it's fucking awesome.
Nice.
She's like all surprised when I walked in there.
Yeah, I enjoyed those games when I was younger. I did not beat a game this week.
Wang.
So as it sits, what about you, Zach? Did you beat anything this week, Zach?
I didn't.
Okay.
Fire Emblem's too damn long.
So
Get closer.
as it rests,
I'm edging.
3 games each, tied up. King Hog is all. We're all King Hog. That's the secret. It's the fucking Murder on the Orient Express.
We're all the murderer.
Yeah, we're all the Hog. If you haven't seen that, now you don't have to. Or read it. That's really the only thing about it that's cool. So yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog. Let's dive into this fucking thing.
I'm Sonic, a little ball of super energy in an extremely handsome package. On my planet, people were always after my powers, so I came to yours. It gets a little lonely, but that's okay. I am living my best life on Earth. Ow! Let the plate Sonic! Let the bitches mount also Sonic! Ugh, I can't with that guy. Uh-oh.
Why are you hiding out in my garage?
They're coming for me! If they steal my power, they could conquer the universe. You have to help me.
No, I don't. Please, it's life or death.
Good morning, my rural chum.
Mr. Dr. Robotnik. I'm going to give you 5 seconds to tell me where it is.
Wait! Don't hurt him! Road trip? Woo-hoo!
This can't be happening to me.
Oh my god, stop the car right now! What? The world's largest rubber band ball? We gotta see it!
No, this is not some fun family road trip.
You're right. It was lame. Gift shop was cool, though.
Whatever this creature is, I'm going to uncover the source of its power.
Yeah, hey.
I just thought you might like a latte with steamed Austrian goat milk. Of course I want a latte. I love the way you make them!
Let me show you how it's done.
It's a good thing we didn't watch these trailers.
Yeah.
Yeah, this would be just ruined. I mean,
Nailed it!
it's also a good thing they didn't keep this trash song.
How are you not dead?
I have no idea!
Oh, give me a big fat break!
That was an illegal left, by the way.
Aw, this one is cute. Let's keep him.
Yeah, I just don't understand the point of this.
Right?
It's like the trailer showing the entire movie. There.
Yeah.
Why would you throw your life away for this silly little alien?
Good time.
He's my friend.
Let's go! This is my power. And I'm using it to protect my friends.
Yeah, what a
Yeah.
So, you're supposed to be Tom's best friend that he won't shut up about. Well, I don't see the appeal. That is very gross. Let's go.
When did fucking movie trailers? When did fucking movie trailers become like
The movie.
the movie, or just like the crap? What do they call it? When a book is just the short version of a book,
Abridged.
Yeah. So when did trailers become fucking abridged versions of movies?
And people can't fucking wait.
Seriously,
Like one of the best jokes was in there.
yeah, it was.
Which I don't remember from the trailer that I saw,
No.
so I'm glad I only saw one trailer for Sonic.
It's just like that was basically the whole beginning and end without the parts that I disliked.
yeah, that's a better movie right there. Woohoo! Trailer outdoes the movie. So, Sonic the Hedgehog is a 2020 action-adventure comedy film based on the video game franchise, published by Sega. Film is directed by Jeff Fowler, his directorial debut, apparently, and the screenplay from two people, as per usual with these fucking things. Pat Casey and Josh Miller. We have Ben Schwartz, who voices Sonic the Hedgehog, Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik, and James Marsden as...
Thomas.
Yeah, I was going to say himself, but yeah.
Discount David Hasselhoff.
Yeah. Budget was $81 to $95 million, and as of right now, box office $137.2 million. So we will probably be seeing another movie.
Sequel.
I mean, they did set up for it. So.
Especially considering the ending of this movie, yeah. Okay, so plot.
Wait a minute.
Deep dive.
Okay, so before we do a deep dive, right? Wait.
Lube up.
So this will be a spoiler for an after credit scene or mid credit scene. So just so you guys know, if you don't want to,
I guess it should be like the thing.
Skip it.
It's going to be a spoiler
Yeah.
because we're
I mean, we're going to review the whole
thing.
thing's a spoiler, but
Yeah,
there's an in credit scene spoiler where you see Tails looking for Sonic, and so the whole thing where when this movie first came out and the trailers showed Sonic the way that he was originally drawn, what did Tails look like?
Oh, that's a good point.
What did fucking Tails look like? Because
Bro.
we don't even know.
Because they wouldn't want anyone to see it.
What if Tails
And
just
the
looked the
echidnas.
same?
And the echidnas in the
But
beginning.
why would Tails look like that, which is an art style very similar to the way Sonic was?
Right.
So what if Tails was very similar?
What the fuck?
Wait. Does it show it?
No.
I don't think that's
It's,
real,
it's the
but
the fox from the meme where it's like the nasty shit memes and stuff.
Oh,
What did Tails look
that's
like?
funny.
That's what I want to know.
See, I want to see like did
And
Longclaw look
if
different
anyone
in the
over at
echidnas as
Sega
well?
hears, one of our Sega listeners,
that's
no,
Send us pictures. We want to.
I want to know what Tails looked like before the change.
oh man, I don't think they'd ever release that. They're like, no, we can't.
Yeah, they probably didn't want people to know Tails was
Well,
in
no,
it.
they didn't want people to know because that's a hint for the sequel. And of course, Tails is going to be the one thing that they held out of the trailer. But I want to know,
and Knuckles. And
and the Knuckles and the Knuckles tribe.
That's what I'm saying. The echidnas. Like, I wonder what they look like. And then Longclaw. They probably look like shit. And then like we have to go complete this all up now.
To be honest, I think the owl probably didn't change at all.
Yeah.
Fair. What the fuck is
Jesus,
that?
what's that?
Something
It's like a
even
mix
worse.
between Avatar and Sonic.
Yeah.
Yeah, Charles Marston like puts his head into Sonic, and that's how we get him. Holy shit!
Yeah, that's terrifying. The original one did look bad.
But this one looks way worse.
This one looks worse, yeah.
What is that?
It's supposed to be Sonic.
It's a realistic Sonic movie character design attempt.
Okay.
So it's some dude on ArtStation that thinks he's a cool artist, and he makes
Yeah, he
abominations.
tried to make it look more like a hedgehog, I guess.
like
which
a
is
fucking asshole.
Which is a hideous creature, apparently. So yeah, that you were gonna spoil the shit out of it, obviously. Okay, so it starts out with so the ending or the beginning is actually kind of stupid now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah,
because it does what every fucking 90s
Yeah, like
movie does,
did you guys see
or
me throw
80s
up my
movie?
hands in exasperation of, oh, you wonder how I got here? Well, let's go to the beginning.
See, but I think the reason they did it is doesn't like one of the Deadpools does that, doesn't he? Or like Deadpool 2. Deadpool 2 starts the exact same way, doesn't
It's
it?
an
Towards the end?
overused
Or is
trope.
it 1? That's 1, because 1 it starts with him like on the freeway and shit. And it is an overused
Yeah.
trope, but I think a lot of this humor in this too.
It also does it in 2.
I think a lot of the humor in this too with like Sonic, like his jokes were very Deadpool-esque, but they don't hit the same way because it's a kids movie. Like very sarcastic-y, very out of the box, very tangent. based.
Yes, but
To me.
Sonic wasn't a sarcastic character.
I don't know.
They are pretty sarcastic in every show and cartoon I've ever
Well,
seen.
was he
Sonic.
was he a sarcastic character in this movie? He was just too.
Not
I
really.
need friendship in this one to be
Fair,
sarcastic.
okay.
Yeah,
really-
he's just too gay in this movie. Is really what you're getting.
So,
at.
like you're saying that his humor is trying to be like Deadpool's,
Right.
But
the
Deadpool's not
delivery,
gay.
the delivery is not the same
Yes,
because
he
it's
is.
because
Yeah,
he wasn't delivering it as I think he's bi.
No,
he's pansexual.
He's pansexual.
He'll fuck anything that moves and is alive.
Yeah,
and even
pansexual.
things that are dead.
Yeah.
So whatever. Yeah, he'll fuck anything.
And so the Sonic this one he's just too, I guess, unsocialized is a good word for it.
Yeah, that is
for the
that,
delivery
yeah.
of
I would
for
agree.
sarcasm.
I would agree. He's very naive. I would agree
Yeah.
with that.
All right, so starts off on his. It's not really his home planet, or no, it is. isn't
It's
it?
home
Yeah.
island.
Yeah, his home island where he's got the rings. First game, right? First game, and he's got his fucking godmother owl that looks after him, and he's like running around in public. He comes back home, and she's like, "Oh my god, did anyone see you?" And he's like, "No, no one ever sees
Get
me."
back to the basement, child.
Yeah, and then suddenly a bunch of like dark Sonics, like the indigenous Sonics, come to kill him.
The
They're the
echidnas, bro.
echidnas, man.
Knuckles clan, man.
They come to kill Sonic, and then he's like, "Oh my god, we got to get out of here!" And then suddenly the rings open up a portal to a different world.
Yeah, I didn't know that's what those
Well, that's
rings were
and
for.
I think they pulled
Yeah,
that from the
that's-
Sega game where you jump into the ring
Yeah.
at the end of each level.
Oh, I guess that makes
so
sense.
it's not a big jump.
So
I mean,
are the
it's
small
just-
rings all just those, but small?
That's what it looked like. They just open up.
Yeah. they just
That's
get
why they
bigger.
want the rings, is because they're a transportation device.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, so like Doctor Strange doesn't have shit on
Tony
these things.
Stark built them in a cave with scraps.
Yeah, he built them out of oh man, was it like who's on the gold dollar?
Sacagawea?
Yeah, Sacagawean gold dollars. I got a better use for this. He cuts out the Sacagawea part and uses the rims. Oh my god, it's a teleportation device now.
Yeah,
it's
whatever.
okay, so yeah, like you gotta suspend some disbelief. Of course, it's ridiculous. And she gets fucked up. They're trying to fly away. She gets shot down, and then he's like, "Oh God, Sonic, you have to leave. You must leave me behind."
But it's
Opens up a portal, shoves him through. And
I guess that just means the Knuckles clan doesn't have those same rings. I mean, it's like
No, 'cause it can
they have a map of he has a map of inhabitable worlds. So if they had the rings, he said it in the movie that advanced alien races use these rings for transportation. So I guess the Knuckles clan isn't advanced enough to follow them.
Unless they just didn't have them, or unless they do have them and they're still searching. You never know. I mean, it doesn't
But
explain.
there was like 10 planets on that piece of paper, and you had most of them scratched out.
It glossed
At the
over
end.
a lot of shit because like
we need the Snyder cut. That's what Schweiss was saying. We
It's
need
like
the Snyder
how the
cut.
fuck does the echidnas even know about him in the first place? Because he said they were always trying to like go after
Yeah.
him, but it's like
Why
kind
do
of
they
seemed
care in
like
the
that
first
one
place?
time.
Why do
Yeah.
they care in the first place?
I don't know.
Because they wanna go
His
fast.
owl
'Cause they
mom
wanna
was
go
basically
fast.
like, yeah.
But isn't Knuckles
It's
supposed
like,
to be
we just
as
want your
fast as
powers.
Sonic?
they want
No.
his
Knuckles,
power.
no.
No, Knuckles is about strength. Like they have like different skills and powers.
Yeah.
Okay.
All they want is
Chick just has a giant clitoris.
You have to
That's
ask
what it is.
A4. A4 is the one who's really knowledgeable about the whole Sonic lore.
yeah. They want his powers is the idea, which is really.
But how do they
basic.
take his powers from him?
I don't know.
Brain it.
Yeah, they
How does
pull
like
him-
take his you just kill the power?
Yeah, they drink his blood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like
They suck his quill.
they eat his
Yeah.
yeah
That's a great way to get someone's power.
they eat his heart.
Kalima.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been selling that for years. That's how you get power from me. Suck my quill. Suck my quill. Kind of hate that song actually, but all right. So he comes out, and I guess he has like, and yeah, you're right. It starts out with him like getting attacked by Robotnik in the streets, and it does the like, well, how did I get here? Let me explain, which is kind of funny and kind of cool because it's like Sonic has the time to pause right there and explain
Yeah.
his whole backstory because he's so fast.
I guess
But
so,
does he at
yeah.
that point in time because of what Dr. Robotnik has? Because at that point in time,
that's
he's
true.
supercharged his ship.
That's true. Maybe not. But then again, he does future past that as well. It's time to slow down.
And then honestly, once we get into it, like it changes like I guess Sonic just has different levels of how fast and of how fast his super perception is at the same time, because he'll do scenes where everything's so fucking slow mo, like stealing the scene basically from in the Quicksilver X-Men. They'll basically steal that almost verbatim, but then later he'll be fast, but it's still not like that fast.
Yeah,
where you still see him jumping around and stuff in like normal speed.
Oh, yeah. He's got varying degrees
Is
of speed.
it like the
where he's
Dragon
like,
Ball Z kind of thing where you they're fighting at the speed of light, but like you still like they
No,
should.
but it's-
I mean, there's like that one part where he like kicks him out, and he's like, just go run away, and then he like runs to the fucking ocean, and then he comes back in like a second.
Remember,
and
they're
it's
in
like,
Montana. They're in Montana when he did that,
Still though,
and it was a
he
blink
also
of an
said
eye. Yeah.
he also said at the very beginning when he was a baby that he could run across the entire island of his home planet in 2 seconds. So
Yeah.
it's like
How big was the island? Ethiopia
exactly
size?
like we don't know.
Was it
Well,
Madagascar?
his speed test in the beginning, because he
Oh, true, yeah.
he goes 300 miles
It's just it's just a various.
per hour. But
degree of
here's the
speed.
problem with 300 miles an hour. If you're in Montana,
No, yeah, he goes much faster than 300 miles.
it's
an hour.
way faster than
But,
300
but as well,
miles an
that's
hour.
he's activated his like speed thing because he doesn't know he can like generate the electricity.
But that was before he went to no
No,
this
it was
he
after.
went from Montana and to the fucking ocean and back in like maybe 3 seconds.
He unlocked
3 seconds.
because like he just like blew just.
And that's much faster than 300 miles an hour.
It's like unlocking the
And he
clitoris.
wasn't he,
like,
and he
once
wasn't
you find it,
and he wasn't doing his little blue crackly thing. It wasn't Super Saiyan yet.
yeah. Once you find it,
He
you
does
Can,
go Super Saiyan, and that's not his Super Saiyan form.
yeah.
In the,
Just
in
so
the
you
end,
know.
he went Super Saiyan there.
No.
That was
No.
Super Saiyan 1.
There is
No.
Gold Sonic.
Yeah, he
so
does go Super Saiyan.
he literally has a
And it's
Super
called
Saiyan form.
Supersonic.
Super Sonic.
That's like Trump Tower Sonic right there.
Trump Towers.
He's
It's
just like,
probably
make
going to
it
be in the
gold.
sequel. I imagine the sequel's going to have
He's gonna
like
have gold
fucking
Sonic.
Chaos Emeralds and shit.
I think it's third movie. I think it's third movie.
All right.
God,
So-
third movie.
So I guess let's get back to a coherent
Yeah,
story.
so he comes to Earth, and he basically lives in this small town with like 500 people, right?
Green Hills, which is the
Yeah, the
name
first
of
level of-
first level of the Sonic games.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Didn't know
You
that.
didn't know that?
No,
No,
it's been a
okay.
while. It's been a long
Been a
time.
while.
Been a while.
So Green Hills, Montana, and he basically just lives there. He's kind of hanging out. He has a mixed
Super
race,
creeper mode.
a mixed race couple.
Yeah.
He creeps on A4 Extreme if A4 Extreme if A4 Extreme lifted weights,
And he wasn't as brave.
yeah, and was way less racist. That would be he creeps on A4 and his girlfriend, and watches TV shows with him. And he's just kind of like living his life. He's starting to
His
get really
best life.
his best life, yeah, which is really means he's a piece of shit and he's living a horrible life. Because 5 minutes after that, he's like, "Oh my god, I'm all alone."
I'm so super lonely.
And then he gets really mad about it, throws a big fit, and then he goes supersonic. Take a hit off the bong after that. And then he explodes. He basically causes like a
EMPs basically.
an EMP, which is weird.
which takes up the entire Pacific Northwest.
yeah,
Not
so
only
like,
that, but it
and then-
reaches fucking space
And
and,
parts of
hits a
Canada.
satellite.
Right, and then so he does that, right? It hits a satellite, but if you actually watch what happens, it's not just the Pacific Northwest. That was like all the way up to the Rockies.
that was a
EMP
lot.
got,
Yeah.
So we're talking about a good chunk of the United States that no longer has power,
Right.
And it looked like
which
I mean,
is a humanitarian disaster, mind you.
Yeah.
Because EMP blast is what they likened it to. That means electronics are fucking fried.
yeah, it's not just the power's off.
It's gonna
your
take. It's
devices
gonna
are-
take
dead.
weeks to get things up in areas in that large of an area.
Not Pornhub.
Not porn.
Well, yeah, Pornhub they'll put up servers for you.
Anyways, so Sonic probably killed. I'm thinking about around 10,000 people with that.
How much Sonic porn do you think there is right now?
Oh,
now
wow.
that it's out.
Yeah.
How many airplanes do you think crashed from the sky?
Wait,
when you did
yeah.
that?
Airplanes that crashed.
Did you say now that it's out?
Now that the movie's out, yeah.
There was a shitload of Sonic porn beef.
Who's the? Isn't
Did
there
you
a chick?
search it?
Isn't there a chick
No.
Sonic character?
Yeah, she's the one that her
Yes.
power is having a big clitoris.
There's multiple.
Oh, nice. That's a good
female
power.
Sonic characters.
That seems more like a power that benefits others.
Sonic is like a furry's
And
wet
Sherry.
dream, and ever since it happened, it's had porn.
So
friendship is magic.
with the MP Plus, like planes that fell out of the sky, but then people who need power to live, like in hospitals, people are on dialysis and stuff like that.
People
they're
in
all
Canada
dead.
that are freezing to
Dude,
death.
is that
like,
how Kobe Bryant actually died?
It's
Was
Sonic.
Sonic's superpower?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
So Sonic's already he's already convicted of manslaughter on a massive scale.
So you're telling me Robotnik is actually the good guy in this movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's trying to bring Sonic and his
He's also the
backwards
best
cop
part of the
buddy.
movie.
He is
so.
by far. He is the best part
Yeah.
of the movie.
So the government gets freaked out and they're like, "What the fuck happened? Were we attacked? What's the deal here?"
Yeah,
And they're-
honestly, their response was very low key.
Yeah, they're just like,
Well,
we're
it's
going to bring in a scientist, and the other guy's like, we're going to scramble these units. It's like, what? What does that even fucking mean?
He meant they were gonna have an orgy.
I mean, again, this is a
he
kid's
was the
movie.
cook. He
Yeah,
was
but
scrambling
still,
eggs. We're gonna scramble some units.
Dr. Eggman's on the way. We need to scramble some eggs.
Yeah. Like they're just joking about his fucking his joke nickname.
I mean, like, but it's just like every movie where the U.S. Army fucking sucks. And
Yeah,
the
but
US,
I want you guys to know
government just fucking
that
sucks.
Sonic is, implicit for the deaths of thousands.
He's a terrorist.
Yeah,
Yeah, he really is.
he
Yeah.
really is. Yeah.
He is a
but
terrorist.
they only labeled the other guy as a
He says one
Well,
photo
they
of
didn't
town
even know,
and
they didn't know
tell him
about
it's okay.
Sonic. They just
Oh,
knew
they
that this
knew, man.
dude
Now,
was
see,
involved.
this is just another example of regime change via the U.S. government. They took down Sonic and then they blamed his cop buddy. The vacuum was created and then the cop guy took over, unbeknownst to him, and now he is the terrorist. Yeah, so the government comes in. It's Dr. Robotnik. He's got all this crazy tech. It's, of course, Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
He's pretty great.
Yeah,
Again, best
he's
part of the movie.
definitely a highlight of the movie. Yeah, for sure.
He's crazy, but he's not like he's pretty crazy, but he's not like Ace Ventura.
I mean,
crazy.
he's a more relaxed Jim Carrey. He's still quirky as fuck, but yeah.
You can see him start to descent though as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
later.
Yeah.
One of my favorite scenes is one of the last scene in the movie.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Reconnaissance.
Yeah, well, that and he's like, he's like the what he said about his sanity. He's like the condition of my sanity is excellent. He's like shaving his head.
No, he's like my grip on sanity is what is it?
Did he say firm? Some of that effect.
Yeah, something like
Yeah.
that.
Well.
something
Big
like it's
fucking
intact.
mustache, dude. I'm so glad they went for it. I'm so glad they went. And his nose changed sizes too.
Yeah.
It's just great. I'm just glad they went for it. Like,
Yeah.
They didn't have to, but they did it for us.
But they did. Yeah. It's great. Yeah.
So yeah, he meets up with the cop guy. He has his ring. He has his map of crossed off worlds, and the only world left is a smelly mushroom planet, apparently.
Yeah.
And he goes into
For
the
whatever
cop
reason.
guy's.
Because it's safe.
Yeah,
I guess that's true.
For
No one else
funny
wants to go
reasons.
there.
Well, there was no like predators or anything. Like Robotnik, if you look at his thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
that's true. So he basically, his last vestige of safety and running from people trying to take his power, he decides he has to leave this place, and he goes to the cop's house, and he goes into his garage because he tried to escape elsewhere and he didn't really have a chance to.
In his cave, and he's like, because you hear the dogs and the drones, and he's like, oh, they're here, I can't do it.
Yeah. So he runs away, and then the cop guy comes out because he thinks it's the raccoons again, and he tranquilizes Sonic before he can escape. But he drops the ring, and then he also drops his sack of rings, and then it lands on a building.
In San
Francisco.
Francisco.
'Cause
Yeah.
he looks at the guy's shirt, because he says the name.
Yeah. And then he passes out and he drops him. And then now he kind of wakes up, and then Robotnik shows up at this guy's house and interrogates him, and he's going to kill him, basically, because he has, it's like deep state fucking...
Well, that was one of the good lines where he's like, I'm a cop, you can't kill me. He's like, oh, how can you kill someone that doesn't exist?
Yeah.
You're like, oh.
It's like, I'm sorry, are you
How
about
can
to
I kill
suicide
someone?
yourself?
Great kids movie.
Yeah. I will unmake you, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then right before he kills him, basically, with his robot machine gun thing, Sonic reveals himself, and then there's like a little... He screams, and then the cop punches him. And then they slowly escape over time, and and one of the cool scenes, one that I liked a lot, is the
fucking
chase
Russian
scene.
doll chase scene.
Yeah, that was pretty funny because it starts out with Robotnik is like in this big old truck, and then Sonic just fucks him up, and then like a mini
So
truck
Robotnik's
comes
not.
out.
No, the Robotnik is not in that truck. He's controlling it from his main truck, but it's another drone.
His evil lab.
His evil lab. And so this drone truck that he's controlling is coming up, shoots a harpoon through the car, starts to try to slow it down and whatnot. Then Sonic goes his supersonic mode again, destroys that. And then we have a funny scene.
A4's probably like punching himself in the face every time you say that supersonic.
I think, man, I kind of feel like that was a joke.
Super
about,
Saiyan Sonic.
Super
Saiyan Sonic. I'm going to use that to piss off Craig.
It was the Russian doll thing. Like,
well, that's like actual mechanic in the game, isn't it?
I don't know,
Or
but
you
like
destroy and
Robotnik
small
boss fights are that way.
Yeah, so that's what I
Yeah,
Yeah.
so he destroys that main truck, and then he pops out a little smaller drone thing that's coming at him, and then so how do they
destroy
take out
that one?
How do they take
like
it out?
cut
I
it in
forget.
half basically,
How?
and then it's like
what do they do? I forget.
It shoots off the first. So the first one, Sonic hits it.
Yeah.
Second one, it shoots off those little disc bombs, and he blows.
Oh
them.
yeah. So Sonic takes out that one too with the disc bombs,
And
right?
and he tries to hit the youthful members by saying it's his live stream.
Yeah,
Like
fucking
loser.
fucking live stream Twitch stuff and the fucking floss dance.
Yeah. No one
I'm
does
gonna
live
gloss
stream
over
here.
that. And then so Sonic takes out that one, and then for some fucking reason, instead of having the super fast Sonic take out the little unicycle robot, the dude has to get in the back and try to hit it with a bat while Sonic's driving.
Yeah.
Like, in which situation does that make sense?
he just wants to contribute.
Anyways, he eventually
He
takes
should have
that
taken
one
his
out.
gun with him, to be honest.
And then the little teeny
Yeah.
little
Why
RC
didn't he?
helicopter drone pops out with a laser that cuts off the top of the car. For
it was
some
cute
reason.
because it's the new Toyota Tacoma convertible. They just announced it.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, well, no, because it's fucking like why didn't it try to shoot them with the laser? Why does it have?
Yeah,
to
it could have
pop off?
lobotomized both of them. To be fair,
Yeah, exactly. I just don't understand.
it's a kids movie.
Yeah, and then that turned into a little bomb, sticky bomb
yeah,
that they couldn't get off. Yeah.
and then blows up. Sonic is super wounded. They're like, oh my god, he's gonna die. And then the guy goes to San Francisco with Sonic.
Yeah.
And
Sister-in-law's house.
to his sister-in-law's house, to his wife, who's a vet, to take care of him. That's the payoff because her profession is a vet. And they mention it for like 2 seconds at the beginning. And then it's like, oh my god, the payoff. George Lucas should watch this movie.
Wake up.
Learn about the setup and the payoff. And yeah, they take her there, and everyone's freaking out. And it's so dumb because the whole time, the sister-in-law like wants her sister to divorce this guy, even before he's like a terrorist. It's
this
like
is
weird.
a little trope thing that I dislike. Even
Agreed.
before, like she goes to her sister's house in San Francisco ahead, right? Because they're thinking about moving there and they're finding houses.
Yeah, he wants to leave
Then
the
he's on
small
the
town
phone
and be a
with her.
cop, cop in the big city.
So he's on the phone with his wife, and he's just talking, checking in stuff like a good, spouse would do. And he's at this point in the movie, he's been a great person, like right, small
Yeah.
town cop,
it shows
super nice
everyone
to
loves
his,
him.
super
It's-
nice. Everyone in the town loves him.
It's already shown that him and his wife have a loving
But
relationship.
then the fucking sister-in-law is like,
Guys.
divorce him. Just for what fucking reason?
What if it's because he's a cop and she's a black lady?
Holy shit!
Oh, you fucking big-brained that.
You big-brained that.
That's a fucking 200 IQ woke shit.
Yeah, that's the universe explosion brain.
Okay,
I mean,
I can get on board with that explanation.
I think it's stupid. If
Yeah.
that's the reason.
But I can get on
mean,
board
It's
with
just
that.
does-
that trope too is so fucking overrated. And
Yeah,
stupid.
but
It wasn't
he's such
funny
a
to
nice
begin with.
person. Can she not see
Yeah,
her
like
sister's
the
happy?
whole idea of why Sonic likes him is because he's the nicest person in that town.
Right.
So it's like,
And if we learned anything, if animals like someone, they're a good person.
yeah, exactly.
But see, I was
Especially
like-
if they're an alien hedgehog.
And of course, she doesn't want her sister to be happy because she's obviously divorced.
Yeah.
There's no ring on her finger. You never hear mention
Yeah.
of her husband. There's no pictures of another man in there. It's just her and her daughter. She's fucking bitter. And I don't know. I don't like the trope.
no father in the house. Man, what a racist movie. So true, but so racist.
Oh my God.
It's the most unwoke movie of the year. Actually,
Yeah.
now that I'm thinking about it,
glorifies terrorism.
it glorifies terrorism.
Punching
It,
government official
Yeah, you got that. You've got a single black mother with no father in the home,
and trying to destroy another's marriage.
trying to destroy another's marriage based on the fact that she's dating a cop or she's with
the
the
hero
cop.
of the movie just gets fucked over and seeing that he's crazy.
It's like, man, it's like the most PC and the most un-PC thing at the same time. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's revolutionary.
I guess they just didn't know what they wanted to do with that.
Yeah. No, they had no idea what they wanted to do.
I really hope if they do make a second one, they cut that sister out completely because they could have done so much other stuff.
Oh, it's going to be just like Ant-Man 2 where they don't cut it out. Where like you got the neighbor or the stepdad
They
who's
just
like
they get in there even
No,
more.
but they cut it down.
dude, they did. The guy hugs his wife's ex-husband in
All
the
right,
movie.
but they
It's like
cut it down.
no,
Yeah,
no,
they cut it down.
fucking-
Yeah, he went from like 5 minutes to 2 minutes,
yeah, but
which is it's just fine.
Yeah, but
I
those
agree
2
that I
minutes.
didn't want him in there
but
either. I
those
agree.
2 minutes meant
Did you
so
see-
much.
did you see
So much
Ant-Man
power.
2,
No,
Cameron?
I
Oh,
fucking
dude.
hate Ant-Man.
You-
So there's two things. So there's a few things like superpower wise that I don't like, and I guess
You don't like
being
shrinking?
able to become super giant or being able to stretch. I just don't like them.
I also love
And
that,
I thought the first Ant movie was kind of stupid.
Why I like
Lowbrow
Evangeline
comedy,
Lilly in
I
Leather,
love that
so.
in the Sonic
which is what
movie,
Sonic movie is. But
his favorite movie is Speed, which is a rated R movie, and it's a children's movie. And then they have a bar scene,
yeah, that's true.
and he specifically mentions the fact that Sonic himself is a kid.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, there was a dark humor joke about a
And
kid in
I-
a bag too later on. It's not-
Yeah.
yeah.
And I feel like I don't remember if he took any drinks of beer, but
He didn't because he told her to get him a Mellow Yellow because Mellow Yellow put money into this
Yeah,
movie.
but
But how
Sonic's
does
so
he
Who
know?
fast.
fucking orders a Mellow
How
Yellow
does he know that
instead of a
Sonic-
Mountain
Sonic
Dew?
Yeah, I was
does.
like-
Sonic can do whatever the fuck he wants
Mellow
to do.
yellow.
Right.
Yeah.
What I'm
Mellow
saying
yellows
is
are
that-
great though, but that's
It is,
that's
but
a
I'm not
Coke.
gonna go and order
So
Mellow Yellow.
okay,
I'm
okay.
gonna
Now
order
we have to get into a side topic of how many different like slogans for different companies
my
are there.
God,
Because now
yeah.
we have Mellow Yellow
Okay,
mentioned,
Olive-
Coke,
Olive Garden.
twice,
Yeah.
Puma because his new shoes.
Puma. Yeah,
Puma.
that's how they're making money on this movie. They're going to break even
There
anyway
was
with all
a
the product placements.
shitload of product placement in
There was.
this movie.
Oh, there was 100%.
Yeah, I think it would have been cooler if it was more of like a retro product placement thing. You know, like they like, oh, remember this? Because like the
Remember
games,
Surge?
yeah, like Surge or something like
Yeah,
this. It's an
dude.
older game series.
I need to
think that
buy
would have
another
been really
pallet
cool.
surge. I need to
Should.
buy another
I'll
pallet.
put some money.
yeah.
I'll put money into that.
Except I don't drink soda that much, so
well, then
I
you
have to share it.
Yeah, sure. I'll put money into it. I want Surge. Surge is good.
All right.
Yeah, so
All right, let's continue.
They go to San Francisco
My head
and
hurts.
he sees the building that he needs to get up to, but he can't get up there. For some reason, he can't run up the wall, which
I
seems,
know. I was looking
That's
at
what I
that,
was wondering
yeah.
about as well. Because
He
that
should be able to
device-
run right up there.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought too. I'm like, he's a speedster. He was specifically like reading Flash comics, and that shit happens all the time. in
Yeah, and then
Flash
if you
stuff.
look at it, it's
So
like,
it's like-
the bottom of the building is enough of the angle that he could just zip
yeah.
right up it.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, it didn't make sense to me. So,
mean-
anyways, but it leads us to another funny scene with them having to have Sonic in a fucking duffel bag,
Yeah.
and then Sonic's of course talking because he never fucking shuts up in the movie. And they're like, "Do you have a kid in that bag?" And then instead of just like trying to find a way out of the situation, they just fucking 100% into that bit. Oh yeah, I have a kid in the bag. Not my kid though. So you have someone else's
This is
kid in the
worse
bag.
than the dog page you left me in.
yeah.
So it's not. It's just like, yeah, I appreciated that actually of them not trying to like, oh no, awkward situation, how do we get out? No, it's like they fucking go full on into that.
Well, and they make the other people feel awkward. They're like, they're
Yeah.
asking. They're like, obviously, you know. It's like,
It's also
Don't
weird.
worry
'cause,
though,
like,
I'm a cop.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
got away. They got away with dressing him up in
Yeah,
like a
that's
fucking
stupid.
hat and trench coat
It's a children's
before.
movie.
It's a children's
and then
movie.
now they have
Yeah.
to stick him in a duffel bag for the dark joke.
Yeah.
they don't have the shirt or the hat anymore.
Yeah.
That was really just a way to have just a few scenes without Sonic in there to save money.
It probably was
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, so they get up to the top of the building, and they're like, oh my god, we're good to go. Sonic has his rings, and then Robotnik's mega army of robots shows up.
Yeah.
And big slow-mo fight scene. They're trying to launch all the bullets at Sonic, and he basically has, like we said before, I don't know how his metabolism works. Like, shouldn't he die in, like, minutes? Because, like, the way
Technically, you're right.
Yeah.
I know what you're thinking, and you're right.
The way he
should be dead.
experiences life, he should not be alive at all.
I mean,
It's
the Flash and
weird.
Spider-Man are the same way, and they're still alive
Yeah, kind of.
because their metabolisms work different.
I
as
mean,
well.
the Flash constantly eats food, though.
So does Spider-Man, and so was Sonic. He was like chowing down on like when he ordered his food. It was
Yeah,
wings.
we saw him eat once,
no,
but he
yeah.
ate a whole bunch of. So A4
He
brought
ate
up
those
a
chili dogs.
A4
while
brought
he
up
was in
a good
slow-mo.
point.
And we don't know
Is
what he ate before that either.
A4 brought up a good point. Is that with all the endorsements they got in the movie, why didn't they get one from Sonic? That sells chili dogs.
I know. I was thinking that. Yeah.
So
yeah.
they could have had Sonic in a Sonic movie with him eating chili dogs, which I guess is one of his favorite things to eat.
It's too meta. It was too meta for children, so they didn't do it.
Okay.
That's what it was.
But seriously though, like the reason why humans live so long is
But they
because
still had him eat chili dogs.
our metabolism is really slow.
We should have eaten chili dogs.
Yeah.
So that's why like turtles live for like fucking ever. And it's not all animals get it, you know.
So it's just like, okay, so you're saying the faster your metabolism is, the faster your cells, degenerate, and then you
the
just get old
faster they
faster.
copy themselves over and over and over
Yeah.
again, just like a copy machine, and then it gets shittier and shittier over time.
So
and then they die.
I think
so,
Sonic
so
has a
you're
healing
saying
factor.
that Trump is correct. The more you exercise, the faster your metabolism is, the sooner you die.
No.
Big brain.
Technically, Sonic would also have to be like indestructible in order to be moving at the speed
Exactly.
he
Yeah.
is.
Right.
Yeah, because his
But we're
brain
not-
would
but we
slam
can't- but we
against
can't
the back of his
dissect it.
skull.
We can't.
and
We
he would
can't.
die.
We can't dissect it too much. It's the same thing. with
Also,
the Flash
his
show.
shoes would be
or
completely
Quicksilver.
destroyed.
Yeah, they did have a scene about that where they're like, "Oh my god, look at his poor feet," and it's like,
I mean, his shoes would be everything he.
the shoes would have died way faster.
I mean, if we
than that.
really wanted to get into it, we can say right about where they were in Montana, how far away the Pacific Ocean was, and how long it took him to get there and back, and then we could use that to calculate how fast he was going, and then we could calculate how the friction of the air itself should burn him up as he's running.
I just thought when like a homeless person, like if you buy a pair of Toms, a homeless person gets a pair of Toms.
Oh yeah.
So why didn't Sonic get a pair
Also,
of Toms?
everyone in the bar should be
Dead.
on fire and
Yeah,
dead.
yeah, yeah.
To
So
be immolated by his sheer fucking speed.
That'd be the awesome, like the coolest, like guys, blood everywhere.
Oops.
James Marsden's hiding behind.
Fuck the EMP lightning. He set the world ablaze.
So then we get back to the rooftop scene. Sonic gets the two humans out of the way so they don't die with all the
Pushing them
explosions.
off.
But then Dr. Robotnik switches it into maximum overdrive with the stolen Sonic quill that has some portion of Sonic's nether energy.
His
Lightning
speed
energy,
or something.
his Super
Yeah.
Saiyan energy. And now Dr. Robotnik can fly his ship as fast as Sonic goes, but it doesn't explain now how he can perceive time the same way Sonic does.
Yeah.
Which he shouldn't be able to, because his ship might be able to go that fast.
Yeah.
But he shouldn't be able to control it going that fast.
But I mean, again, Sonic still is able to manipulate time with the final battle.
But see, the whole thing is Sonic can perceive time on a much smaller scale than we can, which is this, the Flash and Quicksilver can both do the same thing.
yeah,
But Dr. Robot, genius as he is, cannot perceive time on that scale.
Yeah.
So even if he is flying that fast, his robots would have to be doing it for him, because they might be able to make adjustments that fast, but he wouldn't be able to do it.
Oh, to chase him?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Sequel's gonna have Robo Sonic.
Yeah.
I bet it is.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Metal Sonic or whatever his
Yeah.
name is.
Yeah, probably, actually. Instead of Shadow, it's good. Shadow
Shadow will have
Sonic?
to be movie 3.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Yeah,
too.
that's
It'll
Spider-Man.
be Robo
We got to
Sonic.
look at Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah,
Sam
that's
Raimi
exactly
series.
it's gonna be the exact same thing.
Yeah, the dark version.
Except for Venom, it's gonna be a clone of Sonic, which is gonna be Shadow.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
so then
God.
we have the scene of them fighting in the streets and whatnot, and then Sonic's throwing the rings, trying to get away. He uses a lot of them. He's gonna run out at some point. But they fight in
I think it's weird that they
in
disappear
France
after
and Paris. Yeah. They're going to fight in Paris. They're going to fight. Then they fight in Egypt, and Dr. Robotnik shoots
The Great Wall of China.
and the Great Wall of China.
He shoots the Sphinx, man. He destroys
Yeah.
the Sphinx.
After he's like, oh, it's seven
You
wonders of the
can't-
No, it
world.
wasn't the Sphinx.
It was the top of the
it was
pyramid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wasn't the first thing he blew up the Sphinx though? Right when they got there, he like shot it.
I don't remember.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Yeah,
And I was
wasn't paying
like, Jesus,
attention.
we're just gonna. I
He
mean, like, I
shot-
know the Russians shot it, but those guys were assholes.
He shot it at the pyramid.
Yeah, yeah.
And
after-
then the
Anyways.
chunks of the pyramid like flew into
Then they
the-
finally end back up
town.
in the small town in Montana, where they have their final showdown. But then it's all does this whole scene where Sonic is laying on the ground. Oh, is he dead? Oh, and it's like Dr. Robotnik is like, I'm not a bad guy. Like, we're gonna do all this in advance.
I kind of feel like it would be
science."
funny if he was pretending to be dead to build up the drama.
right, and then
But
cross
then-
it off his bucket list.
Yeah, but then it actually turns out
And then he goes
he
Super
was-
Saiyan for real,
Yeah.
right there to fight.
Because he saw Krillin die.
Yep.
yeah. So he does the slow-mo thing one more time
Yeah.
and destroys.
So he's not manipulating time. He's just perceiving time on a smaller time
Well, if
scale.
you look
than
at what's his name, Quicksilver, it's kind of the same thing. It's,
yeah,
it's more because
it's not time
he's going
manipulation.
through it and he can
it's
perceive
just,
it
yeah.
because it's him doing it.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, so he wouldn't die
Yeah,
super
that's what I'm talking
fast.
about. It's just like they perceive time differently than us because their brain works faster than ours, which is why Flash, Quicksilver, and apparently Sonic can read and perceive and understand things so much faster because their mind can work that much faster.
Again, what goes back to like the Dragon Ball
I mean,
Z
didn't
thing
the
where it's
Flash
like
read a whole
they're fighting
library
super
was
fast.
worth of information?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's done that before. You can't retain it for as long as you would like to, but there are other Flashes that can.
Right, and then it's just like anyone else. But
There are more flashes than these.
and he's
There are.
So I guess they have that final showdown
I
fight.
thought it was weird that Tails could move as fast as Sonic.
He does
Now
in
that
the
we're
game,
bringing it up.
though.
Does he, though?
I mean,
Should
he's-
he,
he's-
though?
He's with you while you're moving.
Because the idea is that Sonic is like the hero and he can move super fast, but then Tails can just fly. So why the fuck can he move?
But if you play the games, he keeps
Same
up with you when you're
speed.
playing 2.
Yeah, when you're flying, yeah, he keeps up when you're speeding through those levels.
I wouldn't say he's as fast
then
as Sonic, but I mean
also-
he's
But like
fast.
Tails' thing is
But-
Tails can
But
fly,
Knuckles can
but-
also do that too.
Yeah.
And he's not supposed to be able to move that fast.
Well, I guess you have to watch the cartoons to really get the difference,
Yeah.
between their powers.
And
I
the
think
PSAs.
Sonic and Tails are the only ones that I've seen in the cartoons, or at least for the old ones where it was like Fat Sonic. But I think they had
Fat
them.
Sonic?
Yeah, the original Sonic.
He was
Kind
fat?
of bulbous.
Yeah, do you not remember that? He was basically like a little circle
It's
with
the
a head.
90s, the 90s cartoon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Fat Sonic.
But then Michelle Obama got in charge, and they did the whole like healthy lunch, and Sonic got skinny.
Yeah, they took out Coke, fully sugared soda drinks.
We got to
from
bring
the-
back original Sonic and original, body image of what was hot back then.
Original
He's
Dr.
he's
Robotnik.
making real hedgehogs self-conscious about their bodies.
Yeah. There's probably an article in the New York Times about that. About how Sonic is body shaming,
Yeah.
reducing his weight from the original model for the movie to this model is just fat shaming.
There'll be some girl
There you go,
with
Fat Sonic.
half green, half pink hair.
Yeah,
at her
she
scalp,
weighs 300 pounds.
yelling about how
Yeah.
Sonic is bad body images.
Yeah.
Yeah, called it. Calling it now.
yeah.
Kind of, dumb plot, of course.
So the final fight, he goes supersonic, and he does his little thing where he rolls up the ball and hits the, Dr. Robotnik's ship. But this one's much more powerful than everything else. He has to hit it. He has to hit it so many times because
it's
it can,
like a
it can
boss
resist
fight
it.
too,
Yeah.
because chunks
Yeah.
are flying off of the.
Well,
Which
boss
I can
fight,
respect
yeah.
that too, because I was kind of.
But he takes away the super speed power. Somehow he absorbs the power that was in his quill back into himself, so the Robotnik can't go super
Yeah.
How many
fast.
people can be in the Speed Force at once in DC Comics?
It's like
I
a.
think that's how they're playing it.
It's like it's like the bouncing boss fights in Sonic. Because remember, it's
Yeah.
just like those
Oh, yeah,
little games you jump off
that's
of them.
how he hits
Chunks
things.
are falling off, and it's just like that, where it's like.
And so at the end, they finally have it to where somehow, what's his name? Thomas, the Donut Lord.
Wachowski.
I guess he knows how to think of the mushroom planet, so he throws the ring out, opens a portal to the
Sonic
mushroom
told him
planet.
about it.
Yeah, but I guess we'd have to get into cement or how to
Yeah,
know.
he's
how
like
this works.
mushroom planet.
Well,
Is that what
Well,
it's
just
called?
Sonic
mushroom
said-
planet.
Sonic
Well, if
just
you
said
think
a
about
name.
it, then how would Sonic know
No,
about
San
the mushroom
Francisco.
planet?
Is it like
So
okay?
it's like-
So is it like many fantasy series, like where the like Harry Potter, where the wand is important, but it's not completely necessary, or in like the Belgarian and the Malorian, where it's like they have certain ways of doing things, but you don't have to do it that way. It's more like the intent, and you don't have to have the vessel in which you use
I
the
think
magic.
you just have to imagine it, and
Yeah.
he goes to the
Yeah.
closest
Yeah.
place because he was looking at his San Francisco shirt when he said
Yeah.
it, and then threw the ring.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like it's not really that.
So you don't have to see it. You just.
But
have to
Yeah. So
That
he
ma-
was just like
yeah.
mushroom planet, and it knew what he was talking about.
Yeah,
And it was
so
like mushroom planet.
opens a planet to mushrooms.
Unless that's what it's
and
called,
Sonic,
right?
and Sonic pushes Robotnik through.
Yeah, and saves the day. Everyone
Yeah.
goes back to their lives. The small town guy comes back to the small town with his girlfriend or his wife.
Because when
It's
you're here, you're
it's
family.
like there's no need to have big dreams about moving up in the world in the big city. Just your small town dreams and desires
Yeah,
are all
family's
you need.
what's important.
Family's what's important.
Yeah,
Sonic brought to you by Hallmark
they don't really have much.
in the Fast and Furious and Olive Garden.
Yeah.
and Olive Garden.
And Mellow Yellow, and Adidas. I mean Puma.
Yeah, fuck Puma, but yeah. Those are the
What
ones
are you,
that have
furry?
the... No, it's the underwear. The underwear without
Oh,
the little
yeah.
penis slot. That's Puma brand.
Who the fuck, for real? I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's this whole thing where the argument online about the little, your dick hole that makes it easier to pee standing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't you
And,
use that?
and there are people who go, well, I don't. Okay, and there's people online who say, I don't understand why they use it because my dick's too big to fit in the hole anyway. I'm like, you're probably wearing.
And you're like,
child's
bullshit, because that
underwear.
hole's like that fucking big.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you
you're-
can your
Shut up.
fucking arms.
You're like-
It's the
through
same
it.
thing where it's
Yeah.
like, I can't wear condoms, it's too big. All right, micro penis stand. You can do it.
Yeah,
You
it's
can
like,
do it.
or like, they're like, oh, I just don't like snaking it through. I'm like, well, do you have like a micro penis? Like, how much snaking through do you have to do? It's
You
like,
just-
it's a fucking piece of cloth.
It's like when you
It's two
open-
pieces of cloth on top of each other.
Yeah,
Fuck
just
you.
Like, you just get two fingers, you like, and open the hole.
Yeah, it's like, you gotta, how tiny of a dick do you have to have where
Yeah.
that's a problem?
Exactly.
God.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's either because obviously you can't have a big dick that's too big to fit through unless you're wearing fucking child's underwear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you wearing child's underwear?
you
Exactly. You're the
fucking
perv.
perv.
Fucking molester.
Anyways, it's not that important of a topic,
Brought
but
to you
it
by the
does
penis slit.
it does make it to where using the urinals are much easier because
Yeah.
I don't have to undo my belt.
Right, because I'm not gonna be like the kids in in elementary school. And you get like some handicapped kids that pulled all their entire pants down.
yeah.
Or that one weird kid that was homeschooled and came to school for the first time and he pulled his whole pants down to pee.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I mean, you could still just
And the
unzip your
fucking zipper.
pants. You can still unzip your pants and pull the waistband down far enough to do it. But
Yeah.
then you have the danger of pinching the floor a little bit.
you're crimping off the hose, and there's a little dribble afterwards.
and then the dribble afterwards
There's
in your
no
pants.
benefit
yeah.
to it. There's
Yeah,
no.
exactly.
And here's the thing: I have to undo my belt. I have to take my belt off. I have to unzip and unbutton my pants, and
To
then
pull the underwear down.
And
Exactly.
then I pull my underwear down under my balls, let it rest there, and then I take my piss, and then I put my junk all the way back in my pants. It's like, well, how are there people that support this? How does half of the male population support this? Like, can you make it any worse to take a
Because
piss?
half the male population is bitches.
Half of the male population is actually female. Is that telling me? Fucking God, I don't understand the fucking underwear and it's tight too because they're like, oh, these are large, these are your size, and it's like,
No.
All like hanging out like one side.
Yeah,
You're like,
it's
No,
like-
it's like shopping at like I was looking for shoes / clothes last week because I needed some more because I'm getting smaller, so I need to get stuff to replace it. And I go to H&M and it's just like all of the clothes here are made for people who don't even have my height or body frame. And there was it's just like all the shirts and stuff in there were just too small.
right.
And then, I can still lose a little weight and I could probably fit into some of them. But for the most part, it's made for disgustingly small people.
Well, see, and I think it's a problem that
it's just what's
women have had a
fashionable.
long time for all the clothes being different sizes. It's finally saturating to men's clothes, and it's bullshit.
Yeah.
And don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, or like the fact that I bought like a Wrangler pair of pants and a Wrangler belt, same size, but the
Yeah.
belt was like on the last notch, barely
Yeah.
able to wear it. And I'm like, these are the same brand. Like, how can you tell me this is a 36 belt and it's
Yeah.
like 36 pants, but the 36 pants are like fucking way loose and the belt is fucking skin tight. It's like,
Yeah.
you don't even have standards within your own fucking company. Yeah, we're
And
finally
then-
suffering just like women.
And then for me, I have a weird, I guess the way I hold fat is just different because I'll hold it around the waist a little bit and definitely the stomach and the cock. No, not a fatty cock. But anyways,
Fat
but my
balls.
legs
Yeah.
themselves don't really
Fat sack.
gain that much weight. And so when I find like a pair of dress pants that fit my waist, the legs are usually just fucking ballooned out.
Yeah.
And I'm just like swishing through fabric. And so it's
Same.
like it's hard for me to find a pair of pants that fit the waist and don't look like fucking clown pants the rest of the way down.
Right.
Yeah,
'Cause-
you don't look like you could jump off a building and just slowly
And
float
then
your way down.
it's just because my legs don't have that same diameter to fill out all that cloth.
yeah,
And so,
same. Yeah, I get fat.
But
in the
it's
gut.
easier now because I'm finally going down. I'm finally at a waist size where I can still find somewhat skinny throughout the legs, and we'll still having a waist that fits. So I'm getting back into where clothes actually fit and make you look good. Almost there.
Nice.
Almost there. 15 more pounds.
Nice. So, yeah.
Sonic.
Lots of product placement in Sonic.
I'm surprised Raid Shadow Legends didn't get a cameo in there.
Yeah.
Fortnite fucking did.
fuck Fortnite.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
freaking
And
dance.
this in Twitch streaming. So people, okay, guys, the floss, the dance he was doing existed before Fortnite. It was a dance
nobody cares.
that one kid stole and made more popular that it became a meme,
Oh.
and then Fortnite took it because
Also,
it was
Fortnite-
popular.
Fortnite is
because
cancer.
Fortnite has to stay on top of the fucking popular trends. and keep
Fortnite
kids.
steals from everyone. The
Exactly.
whole fucking game is stolen shit.
Yeah, they're like, hey, look,
That's
you
their
can get the.
market. That's their
And then
fucking
Their-
market.
they
idea
get
was
sued
stolen,
for
too.
stealing
That's
that
true.
Scrubs
But
dance.
it did it. But it,
So there
oh,
was,
yeah, okay,
they
you're
got
right.
sued
That
for
does
that
did.
dance. Yeah, so they just
Fucking
take
Fortnite,
dances. So
bro.
Fortnite didn't make that dance popular. Fortnite has it because that dance was popular.
Their business model is we're going to steal it.
I'm
and we're
surprised
not
they didn't
gonna
have like
any
a scene with the
repercussions.
yodel kid in there too.
Fucking hate
yeah.
Fortnite.
Yeah, so lots of references, lots of product
Pop culture
placement.
stuff, yeah, yeah.
Which I agree with you. I'm
I
kinda
think
sad
the
there
I
was
think
a
the
review, there's no
50. I
retro
think
stuff.
at the end, the last reference to Olive Garden, that $50 Olive Garden gift card, that was actually pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, so the government
Yeah, I
basically
think Olive
thanks
Garden was
them.
that was pretty
I thought
good.
it was really cringy.
It was cringy, but it's just like, hey, we're here to say thank you. Here's a little something for you guys. It's really good, like building it up like it's really good. It's just fucking Olive Garden. And so
Right.
Olive Garden's on a joke that going to the Olive Garden, well, it's just an okay experience. It's not like an amazing thing.
Is the joke that Olive Garden's an okay experience, or is the joke that our government fucking sucks? and they
It's
don't
a
care?
plan both.
I think it's
It's definitely both.
I think Olive Garden, dude. I this is how poor I was. I used to think Olive Garden
Yeah.
was like so classy. I was like, man, if I only
they
I
have a
could go.
wine section.
If only I could go to Olive Garden. And then I finally went like 3 years ago, and I was like,
It's horrible. It's trash.
yeah, this is horrible. Like the only cool
I
thing
make
is that
better
I
food at
can
home.
eat endless pasta until I like burst.
and drink beer at the same time.
Dude,
yeah,
the
that-
soup
that's-
salad and breast sticks is the only thing that you get there, and it's like $7.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The breadsticks are really good, but it's like, you know what?
Yeah.
Every breadstick is good.
You get the
so-
breadstick and you get a side of an
I mean,
Alfredo sausage
you.
dip in it.
I mean, if you can just go out hanging out with friends. Oh, hey, what's around here to eat? And it's like Olive Garden. You know, you're gonna have something that tastes okay for
yeah,
the price.
and you're like, oh, and I can get a mic.
and that's why you go to Olive Garden.
I can get a
Yeah.
Moscow
You
Mule.
don't go to Olive Garden to have excellent
When you're
Italian
here.
food.
But
You
when
go to
you're there,
Olive
you're
Garden,
family.
but when you're there, you're family, and that's the fucking point, guys.
When you're there, you're poor. That's what it
they
should be.
sneakily bring up family through product placement quite a few times. One being Olive Garden, but as well they say it with the Fast and the Furious, where he's like, Tom, it's all about family.
It's a family film, but not really. Buka is way better than Olive Garden. It's not
Yeah.
even like it's like the difference between a McChicken and like Chick-fil-A. It's like how is this even from the same
Wait,
animal?
what did you do? Who did you?
It's like the difference between a McChicken
Oh.
and a Chick-fil-A. It's
Sorry,
like this
yeah,
isn't
first
even the same beast. Like you got the leavings that they.
Okay, but
I've
if
never
you
been to
guys
Buca di
haven't
Beppo. What
had
is
the
it, just an
KFC
Italian
chicken
place?
sandwich,
It's amazing.
You should try the
Still?
KFC chicken sandwich.
KFC was
It
good.
challenges.
Popeyes is still my favorite.
It challenges. Popeyes is good, but
Popeyes is
it's
better
okay.
than KFC.
No,
100%.
I feel like the
Listen.
Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is better than Popeyes.
Nope.
Okay, I guess the standard chicken sandwich is not, but I always get the fucking
The deluxe?
the deluxe spicy chicken,
yeah.
and so that's really good. It's
Sorry,
really
man.
good, and that's better than Popeyes. But then go have the KFC chicken sandwich; you'll be surprised.
Which chicken sandwich specifically?
Just the standard.
And then you got to
That's
pair
what I
it.
had.
You have to pair it with their Mountain Dew, like lightning or
Sweet
yellow
lightning.
lightning, whatever. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Sweet
But
tea and Mountain
Popeyes,
Dew.
the Popeyes chicken sandwich was overhyped for what it is, in my opinion.
Buddy, it won your works thing.
No, it didn't.
I thought it won first.
No, it didn't.
Oh, did it not?
No.
Who won?
God damn it! I think it was some. I'll have to look at it again.
I
But
thought
it was
I
not the
thought
Pop. It couldn't have been the Popeyes
Uh,
because the Popeyes lost to KFC.
Ew, gross. You fucking white people. I'll never understand you.
Yeah, KFC I think is gross, but I haven't tried their chicken
Yeah,
sandwich.
try the
Sorry
chicken
for being
sandwich.
pigmentally challenged.
Just, I mean, KFC's good, but I always get a stomachache at KFC.
I mean, I guess you're slightly darker. But
Yeah,
not
the
too
sun's
much.
not out. I turn white when it's like.
Wait,
there's no
let
sun.
me see.
He's darker than you for sure.
Yeah, I'm the darkest one here normally.
Yeah, it's just wintertime.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
wintertime. I become.
And then I burn and then freckle. I don't.
I burn and freckle.
Yeah, I mean, this is all from childhood.
Oh, showing me your shoulder.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh.
All the freckles
Let
there.
it slip
That's
down.
against that's against BYU.
Or look at my
And
melanoma.
Twitch.
Yeah. Chick-fil-A is the ultimate chicken.
It is
How
the.
did we get to Chick-fil-A?
I think
It
Chick-fil-A's
is.
overhyped.
It
I'll be
is
honest. I think it's
the
overhyped.
staple, like the
No,
even
man.
ground of, you know,
I'm not gonna say
of
it's
what a
not
decent
good.
fast food chicken sandwich should taste like. It's just the starting point because it gets better.
No, it doesn't get better.
It gets better, but it's no longer fast food.
it's it gets better if it's not fast food,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah, but do you go to like a fancy restaurant, like one chicken sandwich, ma'am? Like,
And
no.
then, but I'm talking about the base chicken sandwich. It's good, but there's better things out there. The deluxe is it's leagues better than their default chicken
I always
sandwich.
get the deluxe.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't ever get the
You're
default.
talking from a skewed point of view. We're talking about baseline chicken sandwich.
Yeah, I guess I haven't had
Because
the-
you're paying more money for a deluxe version of the sandwich, and now when you're getting to that much money, you're getting out of fast food chicken sandwich territory.
into fine dining, which
Yeah.
is what
Fine
it is.
dining.
And so, you need to
Chick-fil-A's
compare
fine
that. You
dining.
need to compare
Yeah,
that
dude.
to chicken sandwiches from restaurants of a comparable
The
price.
fries are godly. The shakes are godly. The chicken.
I do enjoy
sandwiches
those
are
shakes.
godly.
Those shakes are really good.
There's a reason why it was voted the best restaurant in the country or the best fast food. It's because it is.
Yeah, it's okay.
I think the fries are better than Arby's fries. I'll be honest. Curly
Better than
fries
curly
are good.
I like them,
Really?
but I don't know.
All
Curly
right,
fries-
where were we in Sonic?
Curly's are too
Yeah.
greasy.
So
That's
we're
talking about
we're
chili
done.
dogs.
So I guess we can talk about the end credits because we already talked about it.
So there's two
Yeah,
like
okay.
technical end scenes.
In
Yeah,
scenes,
there's the first one is where you see Robotnik on the mushroom planet. He's like shaving his head bald so he can be like true Robotnik.
And I think it said he's been there a year, right? I think his thing's like 365 or like 367. It shows a quick number on his wrist gauntlet. I'm pretty sure it said he'd been there a year.
I mean, he'd been there for a long enough time
Well, he
to grow
said he
his
was going
mustache
to be.
out, so.
He said he was going to be there by Christmas.
Right,
so
but
I
he was
don't-
still comparing it to he's like a normal man, a lesser man would have died, but I'll be home before Christmas.
Yeah.
But his thing still said 367, and he had time to grow his mustache out.
Yeah, so it had, some time had passed.
And he gained
For
weight.
sure.
You could see in his stomach. Like
Yeah,
he
so
wasn't
eating
skinny
all the
anymore.
fucking mushrooms because
Yeah.
that's all he can eat there.
Yeah. And it's enough time that he went crazy
Yeah.
because he's talking to a rock
I guess, yeah.
and he's joking with mushrooms. It was over a year or just about.
Okay.
But so my buddy
didn't
actually
seem
has
like
a
it was
has a
supposed to be
theory
that long.
that
Yeah,
because he
it's-
said
it's
before
definitely been
Christmas,
some time,
the
yeah.
next Sonic movie will come out around Christmas when they do it, which they will. Looking at these numbers,
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one of the endings, and then we get another one where it's just Tails coming down on the city, and he's like, "Oh, we finally located him."
But see, yeah, Sonic
here.
doesn't know about Tails, right? Sonic has no idea. Tails
Sonic
is just like
shouldn't,
coming to
yeah.
recruit him. Tails is coming to recruit
and
Sonic.
how did Tails get those rings? Is Longclaw
How
still
did Tails
alive?
get those rings, and how did Tails get like
Is
a
Longclaw
fucking
still alive there?
Sonic
a
said that
tracker from
every
Dragon Ball
intelligent
Z?
thing has
But
those
he didn't.
rings.
But he's only met a few people. How does he know? He really
I
doesn't
mean-
know. It's a
Yeah,
skewed
he
point of
really
view.
shouldn't know anything because he was a fucking
Child.
baby,
Yeah.
basically, when he was thrown onto planet Earth. And you have no idea how long he's been there.
Right.
So-
Maybe he's just super pretentious, and he's like, "Oh, the most advanced. Only the most advanced."
See, I could see that too with the
civilizations
attitude out of the movie. I
operate
could see him being like, "Oh, how do you not know about these? Obviously, I'm better than you."
Yeah.
Yeah,
I could
so
see
maybe the second movie he
Plus,
can
Sonic
pull off
is,
sarcasm.
Tails is supposed to be super intelligent, so you could have whatever he wanted. To be honest.
Well, he had a tracker. He had a Dragon Ball tracker. He talked to
but,
Bulma.
yeah,
Yeah, obviously, yeah. He
that's
had
exactly
I
right.
saw it.
Yeah,
a
okay.
Dragon Radar.
What it looked like. A
So
Dragon
definitely going to be a
Said
sequel.
Sonic Radar.
Dr. Robotnik's come back, and honestly, Jim Carrey's what made the movie. There's a
agree.
few. I mean, he did. He's Jim Carrey. He does what Jim Carrey does. But there are a few jokes that came out of him that were they were really good. Too
Yeah.
good for the movie.
Yeah, the latte one you see in the trailer.
Yeah,
is
so
really funny.
let's just talk about what
Fucking
comedy
the
is
full-on
distilled
dance.
based down to to what comics should be. It's subverting expectations. He's been abusing his second command for so long up to this point, and then his second in command sneaks up on him while he's dancing. Right, kind of scares Dr. Robotnik, and so you think he's going to get it. Right, he's like, "Oh, I just brought you a latte," which kind of makes me think of the Latte Zoolander scene too a little bit. And so he starts screaming at him, "You think I'm some sort of imbecile? Of course I want a latte. I love how you make them." And it was a compliment screamed at him, and that was super funny because it just wasn't what you're expecting.
I like Jim Carrey, and I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah, he made the
I think
movie.
this might be his way back into being funny.
I thought he was done with
He
movies.
said it, but then
Yeah.
he came back as Dr. Robotnik. Now we
Yeah.
need a Grinch sequel. Come on, Jim.
I really love that joke, the dark humor joke with the kid in the duffel bag was funny, but spoiled the commercials. What was the other joke that
I
he said
like
was
the
pretty
I like
good?
the tax one where he's like, "Oh, what do you want to?
Yeah, what does the
your
government do with your tax?
Yeah.
Do you wonder where your tax money is going?
There was another one where he shows up at the sister-in-law, and she's like, "What do you got under the blanket?" She's like,
Plutonium.
"Plutonium
Or emails.
Yeah,
yeah,
that was
emails.
pretty funny.
See the little tidbits hidden for the adult years. Yeah,
It
yeah,
was good.
Yeah. I don't know, I kind of liked it. The story is kind of dumb, but
I wish
you
they
know.
would have thrown more like adult, like quotation mark, adult jokes in
Yeah.
the bar scene, because there could have been a lot
I mean,
more.
yeah, there should have been, but the whole bar scene was the weakest point of the movie for me.
Yeah, it really was. Like, I know
I
it was
really
supposed to be
disliked
like
it.
their big bonding moment.
No,
but
no,
it's-
no. I fucking hated the bar scene. It just didn't make
Yeah.
sense at any point in time.
Yeah.
There wasn't anything super funny.
I know,
Really
it's like,
cringy.
oh, you have to make a bucket list. And you know what? He didn't even like. He had that part where it was like he saw his bucket list said, make a friend. He didn't even cross that off.
Yeah,
Like
that was
they made the bucket list a
So
big
Tom
thing,
isn't even
and he
that
did,
good of a person.
and he didn't even cross off that he made a friend.
Fucking Sonic.
What the fuck was the point
Not
of
only
the
is he
the
a
whole
terrorist,
the bucket list thing if he
because
wasn't
he
going
didn't
to
make
do
a
that?
friend. He made family.
Unless he's going to have to check it off in the sequel when he meets Tails.
That's the very first scene is him going.
Yeah, he's like, oh, Tails, okay, I can, here you
Make
go.
a friend that I can actually be friends with instead of living in someone's attic.
Yeah.
He's really just a glorified roommate at that point, isn't he?
Yeah.
I
pretty
mean,
much.
I at least gave Cameron the closet. I didn't make him go up in the attic.
I mean, the attic. I guess, yeah, the attic would have been worse.
And
But
they-
that was an actual room attic, though.
They tell him that it's a school night as well. Are they making Sonic go to school?
I mean, they should. He needs to learn.
A4 says, wait, you didn't laugh when, or you didn't like when Sonic ripped a fat fart and then complained that he can't make a friend.
Yeah, the hotel scene afterwards, that was, yeah.
Yeah, there's some dumb stuff.
Yeah.
I'm glad I went to the bathroom at that part because I actually forgot about that part in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was the bonding stuff was really weak in the movie, and I don't know, it was okay. It was okay.
I've seen if they're going to make a sequel, which I mean, obviously, I'm pretty sure they will. How much will the human characters be in it? If they're introducing Tails and they're going to start traveling like they do in the games, I don't think the human characters will be in it very long. I don't. I think they'll do that, which is what they should have done with Transformers and made it more about the robots and the fucking humans.
Yeah, I mean, I hope they're not in there. I really hope the only human character that stays is fucking Robotnik.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but him aside, I consider him, whatever. Like, him aside, though. Like, everyone else, I kind of hope they cut him down. And all that James or whatever the fuck his name is, Morrison, did a bad job. He did good with what he had.
Yeah.
But, again, I think it would be better just focusing on the other characters.
Yeah, because it basically just made it like every other movie where that specific actor meets, some CGI animal. Because he's been in multiple...
Like David Hasselhoff.
A4, you couldn't understand
Meeting
the
with
movie without your wife
SpongeBob
there,
and
your
Patrick?
girlfriend, sorry.
Well, he was in that Hop movie or whatever, but
Yeah,
so
they
the
actually
Easter
did a
Bunny,
thing.
and it was exactly the same shit.
They actually did a side-by-side comparison thing with most movies he's in.
Yeah.
He's got a CGI character with him.
Yeah.
Like that, and it's like, yeah, well, if you're good at it, I guess stick with it, but come on.
Yeah, it's basically like every single one of those movies where they meet some like weird character and then they like bond.
It'll be
they're best
like
friends by the end of the movie.
like Bumblebee.
Yeah,
I like Bumblebee for what it is, but that fucking beginning 5-minute scene on Cybertron is what the whole fucking movie should have been. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Acting was all right.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey's great.
Yep.
yeah,
Everything else
agreed.
like fine.
He did seem a little tired, a little toned down from full
normal,
strength.
yeah.
Jim
Well, he's
Carrey,
getting
but,
back into it. Like, don't.
but he really was the highlight of the movie.
Yeah, soundtrack was okay, I guess.
I mean, I didn't even notice it.
Yeah.
Did it actually do anything that was noteworthy to listen to?
No.
I mean,
Not
there's
really.
no cool scene. I mean, I guess it did what it should have done and just
he
made
had-
the movie not a quiet movie.
Jim Carrey had the his like evil playlist or whatever.
Right, and whoever.
Oh,
that
actually,
new song
yes, that was
is.
actually pretty good. I enjoyed that. Actually, his music of anarchy.
Yeah,
Jim Carrey
Yeah.
did what Jim Carrey does best, and he just went with it.
yeah,
And they just let
fucking
him,
like
and
the
good.
dancing
They literally
and shit
put
that he did.
they literally put him in a room and
then just said, "Be
just
you."
be Jim Carrey, do Jim Carrey stuff. You're dancing to music. Do what you do.
I'm for one happy he's
like,
coming back.
Yeah.
the fucking like CGI T-Rex
A4
bites
does
his
have a-
head off.
That was
A4 does have a
super
point, too.
funny. Yeah, I love it.
The whole dancing thing was
They
fantastic.
did
Yeah.
sprinkle in, and not as much as I would have liked, but they did sprinkle
Yeah,
in some
they
of like
did.
the themes
They did
and
put
the
the
sounds
Green
from
Hill
the
Yeah,
theme
but
at
it's
the end.
okay.
But not as
Actually,
much as
yeah,
I
sorry,
would
A4. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. At the end scenes, they did do a Green Hills theme piano thing that was pretty funny. It It was good.
In the beginning, too, you get the Sega.
Yeah.
Or like-
Oh,
or
and then
like the
talk about that Sega opening thing. They're trying to do the MC Universe comic.
Yeah,
It did.
it looked
It
just
did
like
but
it. Yeah.
but it's fucking Sega games.
Instead of
Yeah.
flicking through the comics, yeah.
Listen, we just need
I-
Smash
you
Bros.
know what?
Initiative.
And oh man, I think it was even red too, and they had
Yeah,
like, a
it
Sega
was.
thing.
Yeah, it looked
it's
just like their
like-
little. Their
Sega.
little
Just why is it red? Sega's always been blue.
I don't know.
what I liked though is, oh man, fuck! I just lost it.
You didn't
Jesus.
really like it.
There should have been like
I
another
guess not.
after. We were joking about this before, but there should have been like another after credit scene where like Mario comes in. It's like, have you heard of the Smash Bros. Initiative?
They could have fucking done it.
Yeah,
Is Sonic
No,
in
they-
Smash Bros?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, Sonic is in Smash
So
Bros.
they have
All
three
I'm
fast
saying is,
characters?
that means first they should do a Legend of Zelda movie, and then a Metroid movie, and Smash
you know what I
movie,
think they missed out on?
So I can cream.
Big opportunity. Remember the great classic Uwe Boll film? What's the house one? The
House of the Dead.
House of the Dead. Yeah,
Fuck
where
that
like
second
it's,
movie.
where like the House of the Dead. You've
you
got
didn't
like
even see the first, did you?
No, I saw the second. I don't want to see any of
You've
Uwe
got
Boll's fucking movies
every
ever
once
again.
in a while they'll intercut just gameplay from
I
the game.
literally
in the
don't know
middle of
which
the
one's
movie.
worse between the two. To
Really?
be honest, yeah.
I think the first one actually is the worst one. Yeah, I think
Out
the
of the
first
two
one. Yeah, I
movies?
kind of do.
Jeebus.
The first one is hilarious though, but there's parts where like they'll be running through the woods and then it'll transition, but instead of a transition, it'll have like cut scenes from the fucking game, like someone playing
For real?
House of the Dead arcade game. Yeah,
They just
That's how it transitions
It's
the
fucking.
scenes.
it's retarded.
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be
it's
very.
just-
Oh, and
Yeah.
then
I feel
they
like
have
it's very
the part where he
jarring.
like
It
hides
is,
under
and
the
it's
painting
bad.
or whatever.
And then you
Yeah.
have the painting special effects. The
They,
fuck?
like-
And then you see the fucking trampoline in another shot.
Yeah, you see a guy jump from the trampoline, you can see the bottom of the trampoline. It's
God
like
damn it, that movie! It's
I'm
not
so glad I
even-
didn't
it's
watch
not-
the
it's-
first one.
It should have been a joke movie. Is
Yeah,
what it should have been, and that would
Isn't
have
that
been
what it
awesome
was?
and funny. No, it was.
No,
it took
yeah.
itself
Dude,
seriously.
Uwe Boll is always trying to be
And there's
making
like a-
serious films.
there's like a 15-minute gun porn scene of slow mo and like a fight scene. It
Oh
is,
my
like,
god, yeah.
way too long.
They shoot the shotgun and the whole shell fires out.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like he didn't understand the difference between a bullet and a bullet casing. The whole thing, it just flings the
It
whole
just
thing
chucks
out.
it yeah, really fast. Yeah, Jesus.
Oh god, the slow mo 360 scenes. Oh
yeah,
man.
Yeah, it's way too long. And then the chick who gets like her legs ripped off, and
Yeah.
then she's still over there bleeding out. And then like the image, it just looks like they like needed the scene for a little longer, and someone painted the scene. Like it looks like a painting. It looks so weird.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
like
never gonna see it.
the blood like seeps
It's
into the
bad.
floor, and it's like pink, and then everything kind of like changes color, and it looks like a fucking watercolor painting of the scene. And I'm like, what the fuck?
yeah, it's bad.
But I
It's
wish
bad.
they had more intercutting of the Sonic games. Like when he's running, it's just like.
It would have been cool to kind of done like the first person kind of thing, like another one where it goes behind him.
See,
It's
there
like
could have been a
person,
scene where Dr. Robotnik hits him out of the air, and Sonic starts, I guess starts to fall, and then the sack of rings falls, and you see rings like through the sky, and then
Yeah.
Sonic grabs the sack and then starts collecting the rings, and it makes a ding 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 as he picks them
Well,
up.
when he hit the ground,
that
it
would
did
have
the
been right, yeah, like he got hit. They did that a couple times,
Yeah, it's good.
but it should have had a scene of him running to collect the rings in the air. Is what I'm saying, to where he has
And then he
the
hits the
sack.
ground and does it again.
He has the sack, and he's just like the rings get strewn like in a line as the bag's falling away, and then he's just running up along the wall, and he goes click 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 click, and he's collecting them. That would have been
Yeah,
a
I
cool
think that'd
scene.
been sick
That would have been a cool callback.
I agree.
Yeah,
Yeah, some more game callbacks. They already did a few though, like the robot, like the boss fight against the evil robot tank. That's very much like a Sonic boss
Yeah,
fight
where
where
it
you
keeps
break
getting
off
worse,
more
worse,
chunks of them, and then it's like a smaller version of it, just like those old games. That was
Yeah.
cool.
And then
That
the
was
end boss
fun.
fight where he's like
Just the
hitting him
fucking-
again. Yeah,
it
very,
just kept
very,
going.
very video gaming.
Yeah,
kept going.
That was pretty fun. Yeah, I don't know. The screenplay is kind of whatever. It's not the best, not the worst. The action's kind of fun.
All in all, I say it was a good movie. It wasn't a great movie.
Yeah,
I personally enjoyed Detective Pikachu much more than that.
Agreed.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, but I think I might have enjoyed it more than Rampage. I might be with you.
I enjoyed it more than Rampage as well.
this one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't. I mean, Rampage was just eh.
Rampage.
have to see
I
Rampage.
actually liked Rampage.
I have to see Rampage again to see how I feel about it. I guess.
I liked Rampage actually.
All right, so top 5 video game movies then, since we don't have our old Uber
Yeah,
list.
yeah, we need a new list. And honestly, I could
What
probably
happened to
do a
the Uber
top
list?
3, but I can't do a top 5.
Okay.
Maybe a top 4.
I'll do my top 5. So number 5, I'm gonna do Tomb Raider. The new one.
Okay, yeah.
Number
Okay,
one?
I could do top 5.
That was a good
yeah.
one too. I actually forgot about that.
You starting with 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
The new Tomb Raider movie.
No, before you go through your whole list, let's all say our number 5, just so we don't form a list based off other people's opinions.
Yeah.
So your number 5 is Tomb Raider.
Wait, let me think. Yep.
Yeah, I'm really not sure video game movie wise now, because I don't really know it.
See, now I have to count back down and see.
I know what my number 5 is. I actually have my whole list ready. All right, my number 5 is going to be the Assassin's Creed movie.
Oh, I actually never saw that.
Well, we never technically reviewed that one.
I know, but it's number 5 for me.
If it's of the ones we've reviewed, what did I have? I think OG Tomb Raider
Okay.
was number 5 for me.
Okay.
I think actually Cradle of Life is a much better movie. That's the one I had as number 5.
Okay. Right. Then
All right.
you say your number 4.
All right, number 4 would be new Tomb Raider.
Okay. Same.
Same.
Number 4. Okay.
I can agree with that.
And then my number 3 will be Rampage.
Yep, same.
I would say. I can go 5. I'd say for me Sonic would be 5.
Yeah.
And
I'd say
then
Sonic 5.
then Sonic 2, and then Detective Pikachu 1.
Yep, same.
Yeah.
I'd say 2 because you guys already said it's controversial. I like
But
Mortal
Detective
Kombat first
Pikachu
movie
would have
number 2
been
for
just
me.
that much better
I
if
love
they
that
actually
movie.
got Danny DeVito to be Pikachu. I think that's the only thing to make that movie better.
Whoa! Thank you for the subscribe. Really
Fridge
appreciate it.
philosopher.
Yeah, so as far as video game movies go, with what we have to deal with so far of the ones that we've reviewed on the show, Sonic is number 2 for me.
And for me.
So so if we're doing it by reviews, Sonic is number 1 for me with all the ones I've reviewed on the show, and House of the Dead is number 2.
Yeah.
Those are the only 2 I watched on the show.
There's some fucking
Fuck.
shit you need to catch up
There's
on.
a lot of bad movies.
Well, I know there is, and I'm not going to waste my
Days
time
of
with
Double
them.
Dragon.
Dude,
Oh, fuck
Double Dragon, and then Alone in the Dark, and Alone in the Dark 2.
And then Space Commander or whatever.
Makes
Wing
me want to
Commander.
blow my brains out Alone in the Dark.
God.
Yeah, Wing Commander.
Wing Commander, though,
fucking
has the best
gay scene.
homosexual,
Homoerotic.
homoerotic, just sexual tension scene you have ever
Better than
Yeah.
what's it
ever
called?
seen.
What's the one with Tom Cruise? Better than Top Gun?
Better than Top Gun, yeah.
Wow.
Like this, there's so much
There's just,
tension,
like- yeah,
waiting
Cam-
to explode across the screen.
Cam took a still of it,
and
it's
it's
basically
the,
like
it's the
three
title
guys,
of that episode, yeah.
3 guys just really close
Oh,
together
man,
in a
they-
close-up shot,
Yeah.
and they're all just like,
It is so just like you're just waiting for it to explode.
there's a
across
lot
the
of
screen.
sexual tension in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is good because
Image.
there's no other tension in the movie. It's
Oh, and
fucking
the
That is
scene
true.
and the scene where one of their friend pilots just his splatters and crashes all over the runway. They just get a fucking bulldozer and push him
also,
off.
push it off. Yeah,
I love it.
yeah, that is great.
That is an awesome scene.
That
Oh, wipe
and
them
2
off.
of the 3 main actors are from the Scooby-Doo movie.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Shaggy and Fred.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, dude.
I might have to watch
You have
that
to watch
now
Wing
just
Commander.
because
It's a horrible
because I like
movie.
Matthew
So, yeah,
Lillard
it's
and
a
I like
it's a terrible
what's his
movie,
name?
but it's
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yeah, I like Freddie Prinze
Yeah.
Jr. Those are funny.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Fuck, that's
And they're
awesome.
the gay ones too. They're the ones engaging in the gay
Oh,
scene.
hell yeah. Hell yeah.
They're not. I mean,
Fucking
they're not-
Oh,
Shaggy
we
and
need to
him are
pull
running
up. We
off
need to
some
pull up
Daphne
that
Fred.
episode just so we can see that screenshot I took.
yeah. We'll have to pull it up in a sec. I think
so
this
good.
one is pretty good, though. I mean, it's not a good movie, but it's not bad for a video game movie. I think it does
it's not
outdo
bad.
Rampage.
It's
got
good,
some-
not great.
It's got some really cringy writing, and the bar scene is
Horrible.
Trash.
Oh, yeah.
But the bar scene and the hotel afterwards
weak
are
yeah.
incredibly weak
You know-
moments in the movie.
You know what?
Other than that,
It's just they
It's really not
lost
that
their.
bad.
I mean, it was the whole point was him trying to do some bucket list stuff, but it felt purposeless. Though.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree, but like
It was bucket list
it's
stuff
geared
and
towards
There was
bonding,
no,
quote unquote.
there was no comedic portion of it. It was just
What?
It was a bar montage.
when Sonic sexually harassed that woman, and Tom got blamed for it. You didn't chuckle.
You know what? I'm actually going to put Rampage above Sonic. I think I'm going to change it.
I would as
maybe
well.
I have to watch Rampage.
Are you
again.
putting it above Sonic purely because of The Rock?
Yeah, probably. No,
He makes movies better, Craig. It's a fucking
No,
fact.
he fucking
Yes,
doesn't.
he does.
No,
He
doesn't.
saved the Fast and Furious.
No.
He did. 100% he did. You put The Rock in it, it becomes gold.
Ludacris couldn't do it on his own.
I don't
I
understand.
challenge you to watch that fucking Tooth Fairy movie and then tell me that it's better because he's in it.
I don't understand how you don't recognize how awesome that guy is.
Yeah, it's The Rock.
He's such a great
fine,
person.
Watch
but he
Calvin
doesn't
and
make movies better.
Hobbs, yeah.
You mean that Hobbs and
Hobbs and
Shaw
Shaw.
movie?
Hobbs and
Yeah,
Shaw,
he made Hobbs and Shaw good, but I like
Yeah.
Jason Statham as
I
well.
love.
So that made
No,
me, like,
it's a
like it a
great
lot.
pair. It's a great pair for a
And that hot British chick too.
yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
Crush my head, baby. Oh.
Yeah.
I love The Rock, man.
Yeah, me too.
I think he's great.
Fucking A4, bro.
Wait, what?
What?
It didn't fucking happen. Shut up.
That didn't happen, A4. Fucking in the chat.
Yeah.
I mean, it could have. I mean,
think-
Sonic
I feel
literally
like
has
A4
no
watched
bounds
a
what he can
different
do.
Sonic
Yeah,
movie
he wants
than
the
we
one
did.
on Pornhub, not the one in theaters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this canon?
That's just canon.
Yeah. I know. I think the action in Rampage was better. It was good.
Maybe. I still feel like it was too fucking stupid.
It's really forced, though. But this is really forced,
No,
too.
just like them meet all the monsters meeting
No,
and
it's
the
because-
Chinese company or whatever sending out a signal to get them. I don't know.
Rampage
It's
is just
stupid.
like
It was dope. I liked it. I like this.
It's just as
It
ridiculous as
felt
this,
like
though.
it felt like they were trying to get something like what's the fucking
Godzilla?
Pacific Rim type
Or
of feel.
Pacific Rim, yeah.
But even Pacific Rim wasn't a good movie, but it was still better than Rampage by a long shot.
it kind of feels. It kind of feels like the idea of making a movie out of Tetris for me, because like Rampage has literally no story. It's just a big monster movie, and they were like, you know what, this needs a shitload more of The Rock than necessary.
That's no, because every shitload of The Rock
Basically,
is necessary.
It's
either
literally
making a
about
movie,
monsters.
It's like adding
making
like
a
a teaspoon of,
movie
like,
about
The guy's a monster.
about Rampage
No,
could either
physically.
be very good or
they're
very
about
bad.
animals
Since there's not a
and-
lot of source material to go against,
You're
it gives
telling
you a lot of
me
room for
one
imagination.
of my favorite
See,
parts
in Rampage, though, like they're supposed to be like were creatures. They're literally people who were
The size of
transformed
buildings?
into
Yeah, they
monsters
are, yeah.
the
Yeah,
but
size
that's
of buildings.
not as
yeah.
cool as
and they
giant
go and
monsters.
destroy shit, and then the government has to try and take them out. That's the whole thing. And then instead of doing that, they're like, "Oh, they're just innocent creatures. We can't hurt them."
They made a monster movie.
We have to have The Rock defending these giant monsters.
Yeah, because the ape's a good guy.
Yeah.
I have to say, like,
fucking
one of my
stupid.
favorite parts
I mean,
of
the
that movie,
girls
though.
actually. It shows some.
The
accurate
only
stuff,
thing
yeah.
that was like game specific or like even remotely related was the scene where the fucking gorilla grabs a woman in a red dress, and that's like the vaguest possible reference that could
I'm just
have
saying,
made
with the
to
game-
the video game
Okay,
they were
okay.
basing it off of.
So I'm just saying, like, a movie like that, let's just say a different game, for example, like Space Invaders. You can either come up with a really cool game based off of Space Invaders because the source material doesn't have a lot of constraints on what you need to do.
Yeah. It should give you
But
the
it could
ability.
be fucking shitty if they try to stick to the source material too hard,
Yeah, where
or
all the aliens
it could
just
just be a
come down like
shitty
actual,
movie in
like,
general.
aliens.
I know, but there's
And
a
they're
lot
just
of
using the name
there's
Space
a lot of
Invaders
stuff
to
that
make
they could
money.
have used with the material that they had for Rampage.
You know
And
what?
instead
After this,
they're
I'm
like,
gonna go buy Rampage just to be a dick to you and be like, I'm giving them money.
Yeah, give
I
us
don't
the
give a
voodoo.
shit.
Give us the
voodoo code.
Yeah, the voodoo code.
Yeah, we'll
yeah,
get
so
you
we
in
can
on
put it
it.
on our account online, and
Sounds
then
good.
if you start contributing, you get the password to the.
Yeah, that's the thing.
How many movies do we have on that account?
Almost 200 now, I think.
Nice.
I think Alex may be the highest contributor, but that's only because they're Disney Club.
Who's
and they're
the
really
highest
No.
contributor to
the highest contributor
money-wise?
is either Joe or I.
Now, Joe, most of Joe's he copied over for like $2 to $4 each.
Yeah,
We're
but
talking dollar amount.
I'm
not-
talking dollar amount.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
he still bought those movies
That's-
and then paid more money to put them.
Yeah, but
on there.
the fact that he bought him beforehand doesn't matter to the voodoo.
because it
The
doesn't.
voodoo
He didn't
is-
contribute to the voodoo. With
Well,
that.
then it would be me because every movie I bought, I then put onto the voodoo.
Right, but we're talking
which I
dollar
had
amount
like
wise.
90 something movies on there before you guys started contributing to it.
Yeah.
So then it would be me
No.
because it's my.
I spent
account.
a lot of money to put all the Game of Thrones on there.
Yeah, I put the last 2 seasons, I think. 2 or 3. No, 2, I think. Maybe.
Just saying.
Look, it's all. Everyone can have access to it if you contribute. That's why we can't give it to Drake. Gotta keep it together. It's like pony up and you can join. There's a buy-in. It's a very easy.
I gotta
buy-in.
go check that again. It's been a minute since it's been on there. It's my Amazon Fire Stick can't go on to Voodoo, so it's been a minute.
Yeah.
So I need to change it to like.
Gotta get a Roku.
Can't you get Voodoo on your PlayStation?
Yeah, you can. It's on PS4.
But it's not on. But I want it on my TV, and I don't have my PlayStation.
Do you not have a smart
You know,
TV?
the funny thing about the
No.
Fire Stick is that
I
it's
might
like
just get a
only
Chromecast.
Amazon. But then if you get a Roku, you can get the Amazon Prime app.
Yes, yeah, I have a Roku. It's great. I love my Roku TV.
Maybe I'll get a Roku, but I hate it. I like the Fire
a good smart
Stick.
TV,
In my
dude.
opinion, the Fire Stick is great. I love it, but it
Can't
just
get Voodoo,
but it
so.
can't get Voodoo. And then Chromecast is just like an extension of your phone. You can just play whatever you want to play on it based off of something else, which I don't like that. And then what's the point of it? But then I don't know, and I hate smart TVs, and I just don't watch a lot of TV.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, someone bought a movie a little while ago. I don't know what, but I was charged for it. So, guys, if you're going to buy something...
On
you gotta-
Voodoo?
Yeah, on Voodoo.
I haven't been on Voodoo for a long time.
You fucking buy Voodoo.
Damn
You
it,
got to
Craig.
change the card info.
Could have been Joe.
Although lately I bought Joker and I bought Parasite because I'm
Oh, I would have given you the Joker code.
Oh, really?
Well, now you
damn it.
know.
Sorry, man.
That's all right.
Did you buy it HD?
Yeah, of
Okay.
course. It's like the same price for Parasite. It was anyway, and for
Have
Joker,
you
it
guys
was
seen
like
Parasite?
$2.
I haven't.
I watched the
want
first
to,
half.
but
Is it good?
It was all right.
Okay.
We,
A lot of hype around it.
one movie
it's
of the
not
year.
bad. I
Or
just,
film of the year.
yeah, it was Best Picture.
Yeah.
I just didn't finish it because I was distracted. So
Okay.
yeah,
Well, I'll watch it now. It's on video.
yeah. Feel free.
Okay.
It's there. Yeah, it's an alright movie. It's not bad. We're in kind of a weird golden age of video game movies, I would say. Like, they're actually not too terrible right now,
Yeah.
which is interesting because generally they are.
They're trying to make them at a higher quality because they've seen the mistakes that happened before, like in the 90s.
Yeah, and they're
with
kind
Uwe
of-
Boll.
They're kind of
So-
avoiding those mistakes. Not completely.
Not
This-
completely, yeah. I mean, Sonic suffers from, like, needing to have modern references and also, like, a shitload of product placement for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know if that's really what makes it suffer. I think the script is kind of lame. I think there are some
Well, I
dead
mean,
end
that's
characters
part of
and
it,
dead
like-
end scenes.
I mean, like, having the whole, like, sister-hating...
Yeah,
him,
like that's just
like,
kind of
that-
dumb.
I mean, it's just tropey stuff that they got to put out in there because they think that's necessary.
No,
Like,
they added nothing to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's just like, oh, here's a stereotype for y'all.
Yeah, kind of dumb. Yeah, I kind of liked it though. It's kind of fun, and I'm excited to see what we get next. I know there's a bunch of video game movies in the pipeline. I don't know. Is that going to be the next one?
I think that is. It could be. Actually, let's find out.
here, let me look at the list.
It's been a good few years since we started the show. We've had a pretty good
I know
chunk of success
that
with
the
these.
Uncharted movie is going to be start
Uncharted
filming in like
should-
4 months.
Uncharted
Is there
should make
another
4 weeks.
Resident Evil
excellent
movie
films.
coming out? And I guess
based
there's a
off of
Tomb
the
Raider sequel
gameplay,
too that's been
Uncharted
talked
should
about.
make excellent films.
Yeah, it should just be Indiana
They're doing
Jones.
it based
pretty
off
much.
of young Drake.
So Tomb Raider 2 is slated for March 2021.
Tomb Raider.
Call of
2.
Duty? I didn't know they're making a Call of Duty movie.
God,
Is teabagging.
Minecraft movie March 4th, 2022.
Jesus.
Uncharted is March 5th, 2021 is the projected release date.
So nothing else this year.
Last of Us is to be announced. I guess we're making Last
That
of
should
Us.
be an okay movie.
Watch Dogs is getting a movie.
That would be interesting.
Oh,
depending
Monster
on how
Hunter
it's
is September
executed.
4th of this year.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
that could
Monster
be
Hunter.
a
You know what?
terrible movie.
Yeah, I think it is going to be.
Oh yeah,
Alright,
because it has Mila
okay.
Jovovich in it.
Oh, if I get to see her
Monster
nips,
Hunt-
though,
yeah,
it'll pay off
Monster
the whole
Hunter-
movie for me.
Google.
Okay, so
Anyways,
isn't it?
So
so
Monster
is it gonna,
Hunter is the next one that's coming out.
Yep.
that's going to be a terrible
Then
movie. For
Mortal
sure.
Kombat.
Is Mortal
Then-
Kombat coming out before Tomb Raider 2?
Then they have Uncharted. Then Tomb Raider 2. Minecraft. And then the rest of them don't have release dates yet, but then it's Metal Gear Solid, Mega Man, Call of Duty, and then Detective Pikachu.
Mega Man's got to be a part of the initiative.
Yeah, he would be.
The Sega initiative.
The Sega initiative. Actually,
the
yeah,
Smash
Mega
Bros.
Man movie
initiative
would make sense.
Yeah. All right, so cool. Yeah, I don't...
Oh, and then there's going to be a Mario film as well.
Oh.
Anything's better than the old one, bro.
Yeah.
And they can only go up.
That's true.
I think it's a good fun film. If you like Sonic, you'd enjoy it.
No, apparently
A4 didn't like it. He loves
A4
it.
hates it. Like, yeah. So he's like, if you guys understand any bit of the lore, you'd hate it. And he does like that stupid like Sonic Kid screech at the end. Yeah, just like you don't even fucking know the lore.
Yeah. I think it's kind of fun though. If you
idiots,
there's nothing else out, then
I don't know. I probably wouldn't have seen it that second time unless you guys had me today. But I mean, at the same time,
yeah,
I guess
because
good.
on average, if you like a movie,
They
you
lost
see
me
it
the
a few
fucking
times in
owl.
theater.
So they lost you 5 seconds into the movie.
Jeez. Yeah, the owl is kind of weird. Like,
Well, I agree, but who is it? Because the owl's not in the lore. I don't know lore about Sonic because I'm an adult.
Exactly.
I only know bits and pieces, and he does have like actual parents.
All my lore knowledge is Marvel and DC and Star Wars. Like,
yeah, and those are all ruined now too. So
Marvel's not really ruined. I mean, there's so many like resets. You have to just understand what's a reset and what's not. But besides that,
yeah, I just think Marvel is kind of sackless.
No, well, the DC comics are superior. So.
Yeah, Marvel I think has better bad guys.
Oh, but Batman's rogue gallery is beautiful. So is Flash's. I like Flash's a lot.
Yeah, Batman has good bad guys though. Batman has really good bad
I think you say that, but Spider-Man has the best rogue gallery of everyone in the Marvel universe.
That is true.
By far.
That is true, yep. He totally does. With
Yeah.
Carnage alone.
I think they make better. They might make more interesting superheroes, but I don't think their bad guys are as strong.
Yeah, I think it depends. It depends who you're talking. I mean, depends
Yeah.
on the hero for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's there. You go, though. That's our review. It's okay. It's whatever. I want to play the Sonic games, but I've kind of wanted to play those.
Yeah,
again.
see, that's what it got me too. Is I wanted to go. Tell you, I was going to buy one of those older Segas, like the little like set.
Yeah,
that's got them on it, and just bust them out.
Yeah, we have them and old like retro consoles to play them. So
Dude, that's sick.
Yeah, I might have to hit it up because we wanted to review some gift games this year. Maybe we'll make some.
Yeah,
Sonic
that's
games.
kind of the point of this year. We need to get through our backlog.
Exactly. So
people will continue to give us money to review specific games.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Fair.
Cool. I don't have anything else to say. You guys, what do you got? We got any final thoughts?
No.
Yeah.
Sonic's second best movie as far as video games. So go see it, I guess.
It was fun. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Gotta go fast.
I mean, if you have a
surprisingly had a bigger opening weekend than Detective Pikachu, which
Yeah.
comes from like the highest grossing Nintendo property ever. So
Do you think
surprising.
Do you think it's because it's on the coattails of Detective Pikachu though?
See, as far as
It could be.
sarcastic comedy goes, Detective Pikachu really did well with sarcastic
Pikachu's
comedy.
my favorite video game
yeah,
movie.
the fucking
Because
coffee thing,
the delivery from
Ryan
Reynolds, I know his name, I'm just tired. Ryan Reynolds, yeah. So his sarcastic delivery was great. The Sonic couldn't do sarcastic delivery.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ryan Reynolds is just pure sarcasm. That's all
He really is.
Like you don't. Yeah, it's like when he's talking, in interviews and stuff. He's never just not.
Well, he's him. Sarcasm is him.
Right. And
He's a
so-
sarcastic person.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess that's it for us this week, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out for our review of Sonic the Hedgehog, the movie. Be sure to. I wish we would have done the Rotten Tomatoes challenge. We totally forgot to this time.
I mean, did you guys look at the score?
I know it was like in the high 80s or 90s, isn't it? High 80s
for
or
what?
90s.
Don't tell me. We're supposed to guess.
Wait, for what?
For the Rotten Tomatoes,
We didn't
score.
look at it because we could still do it.
I looked at it.
Yeah,
what we did before was a challenge for the listeners before it came out.
I've seen it. I don't know if it's solidified as.
Oh,
what
sorry.
I saw
I'm
it
talking
as.
about not Rotten Tomatoes themselves, but
Metacritic.
no, not even Metacritic. It's
The audience review.
audience review.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Not.
Not. But yeah, we should probably do that with the next
I don't
one.
subscribe to Rotten
Okay, let's
Tomatoes,
guess
but-
right now for Monster Hunter.
Ooh.
0.
No, it's not
It's not going to be a 0.
It'll be 30. It's gonna be low.
I'm
Honestly,
gonna guess
It's live action
within 5% of 45.
And wait,
5%
was it
of
Mia
45, okay.
Jovovich that's in it?
Mila Jovovich and other action dude.
God, that's gonna be so dumb.
Is
They
it?
have
Is it? Who is it? I'm pretty sure it's an actor who's been in. Oh well, we'll look it up.
They
I
came
have
out.
his face in my head.
See, the thing that's odd to me is that they're going like with it feels like Turok from the trailer that I saw.
Yeah.
I remember saying, when
It's like
they
they're
just
taking
came out with
Monster
like
Hunter.
Monster Hunter World.
Why
which
do we not
has
have
an
Turok?
actual story?
Yeah, that'd be sweet. Torque would be awesome.
Or a Dino Crisis movie. What the hell? Why didn't they make a Dino Crisis movie?
It's just they're taking the idea of Monster Hunter and they're going to bastardize it.
Well, yeah, because they're like military going into
Unless
this, like, portal
unless
into the
they go
world.
Yeah.
like
Stupid.
Mad Max version, and but then it has to cross over into our modern world, which is going to
That's
make
what
it
they're doing.
terrible. I know,
Yeah.
which is going to make it fucking terrible.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm gonna guess like 43.
I said 45 within 5 less or 5 more. So
Oh. Well, I guess my guess is gonna be the same.
I'll say 35.
I'm gonna go 19. I think it's gonna
19.
suck,
You
yeah.
think it's gonna be that bad?
Yep, I think so. Yeah, a lot of them are. So
yeah, it's true.
Yeah, you got a
but
point.
except recently.
yeah, recently
Well, we've been
in it.
blessed, and then because we're on an up thing, we're about to go
But
back down the roller
I didn't
coaster.
think
Market's
Rampage was
crashing.
that good of a movie.
Well, freaking Assassin's Creed only had like in the 20s.
Yeah,
I
or
didn't think it
30s.
was like that bad.
I haven't seen
so.
that yet. That's one that I've been wanting to see, but I haven't seen because.
It's Ron Perlman. That's going to be.
Oh,
in the
okay.
Monster
I'll give it
movie.
a 40.
He's going to be he's going
Oh, that
to
jumped
be
up.
the admiral is what he's going to do
Dude,
probably.
Ron Perlman, man, always bumps a movie up. It's like The Rock for me. For me, Ron Perlman.
But
always
then
makes a
everyone
movie
else besides Mila Jovovich and Ron Perlman, I don't know.
Yeah, no, those are two big ticket actors. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I'm going with 19.
better. Well, you got T.I. though.
Who's T.I.?
UTI. he's a rapper.
I knew he
It's
was
like
a
it's like when
rapper.
they used to throw like Ice Cube and stuff, but Ice Cube was like a better actor.
I knew he was an actor, but I didn't, or a rapper, but I don't
Who
know
was that
who
one?
it is.
Who was the rapper that was in House of the Dead 2?
It was Sticky Fingers.
Yeah.
Sticky Fingers. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Fucking, he deserves so much better in that movie.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Oh boy.
All right. Well, I guess that's a wrap.
Yeah, guys, get us your predictions on what you think the next video game movie will have. Rotten Tomatoes scores wise, critic review, we'll say. Tweet those to our Twitter at Nude Clan Podcast. Use the hashtag Monster Hunter, or just hashtag MH, and we'll check those when it comes out, and we'll see who has the closest
or MH
one.
score, something like that.
Yeah, MH. Yeah, MH score. How about that? Hashtag MH score, and we'll check those periodically and put together a list, and then whoever has the closest, we'll send you like a gift card for some movies,
Sweet.
some movie tickets. There's no
To
real
go
good
see
way
it.
to go see it.
Yeah,
That's
you can
right.
only use it for that.
Yeah. But you can always check that Twitter page for all of our updates, everything else over there at Nude Clan Podcast. You can tweet us individually, me at UFF Podcast.
Me at Obsidian Bob.
Me at Nude Clan Cam.
Me at B Grixis.
And please consider joining our Patreon, patreon.com/Nude Clan Gaming. It's a great way to support the show. Give us some fucking money, keep us running, keep us happy, keep us buying games for you guys to win. Every dollar you donate through Patreon gets you one entry into the monthly drawing to win one of our games that we have played, a show copy of it. It's a great way to support us. You can support us through twitch.tv/NudeClanGaming. You can go there, subscribe to us, get some sweet emojis, give us some money there.
You could also go to our actual website, audibletrial.com/NudeClan.
Yeah, it's a great way to support the show and a great way to support your brain. Listen to some books, enjoy your time at work if you have a monotonous job, or your time on the commute. Either way,
Follow
Audible.
along with us with our next book, Musashi.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you have 6 months, you can listen to Musashi.
Hell yeah.
And as always,
Enjoy the nude.
enjoy the nude, yeah.
Gotta go fast.
Is that going to be your slogan?
Is that your slogan?
Absolutely not.
Gotta go fast.
Absolutely not.
Well, time to get good.
Live always in the nude.
Yeah! useless.